Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Tonight is episode 52. Boy, the birds are going crazy in the background. Uh, Thanks for your patience. This is a monumentous event today. We have a very special guest, a dear friend of the stream, Tommy Lee Edwards, should be popping in later. We have the return of one of the OG founders. Jerry Ma should be here. And of course, we have Sean Chen. Who knows if Jim Cheung will appear? Um, mm. And then uh, I might be eating a one chip challenge today. And also, I'm waterfalling my iMac 27 as my main streaming computer. That's why we've been starting slow. So let, let me see. Can we get everybody? Oh, there's some adjustments I need to make. Um, let's see. Jerry, are you here?
Yeah. Well, can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Uh oh. All right. And Sean, are you here?
Present.
Let's see. Sean's. Tommy, we still need to. Let's just bring Tommy in. Fuck it. Tommy, are you here?
I thought you said there was no swearing.
Oh, there's swearing.
Look at that mane. Look at that hair for
Fucking
Tommy.
Tommy.
Oh wait, I'm
Wow.
not seeing any of this stuff.
Oh
All
my
I
god,
see.
is that Snarf?
There's gonna be there's gonna be like a few minutes. I mean, a couple seconds delay. Tommy.
Oh, because all I see, I was seeing like Bernard standing in his studio.
Right.
Now I'm seeing an ad for like the stand or something. Man, I'm
yeah.
just messing this up.
Oh, you're getting advertisement.
Oh,
Yeah, you gotta
cool.
wait a minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I finally have some entertainment.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me pull up everybody's. Jerry, what kind of body do you want, Jerry? I got some ones for you to choose from.
I feel like if Tommy's here, I need like a female body or something.
Okay, there we go. We're on the same wavelength here.
No, Chun Li.
There we go.
See, I can sense Tommy's excitement.
Tommy, if you come back more often,
Yeah.
I'll make your mouth move.
Awesome.
But
Oh my
right,
God, I just saw myself.
but right now it's just let me move you around a little bit. There we go.
Oh yeah, okay. I see. There's that little bit of delay. I'm getting used to it.
Yeah.
Look at the size of my head.
You want me to reduce it? It's the main.
No,
There we go.
that's. I mean, that's realistic.
Okay,
Look at.
there we go.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. I
All
like
right. Okay.
that. No, you can. Yeah, make it more like Sean Chen size.
All right. Sean's blowing you kisses. You didn't see that?
Oh, he's winking.
Yeah.
Well, we're doing the head by ego size, basically.
So
Well-
I'm the Jack Burton of this group.
Yes. Protect your heart, Tommy. Tommy is actually part Asian because that's where the Lee comes from. So we haven't broken any. I mean, he still fits in.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still
You don't pronounce it that way though.
everybody
He
that's
pronounced it
been
Ree.
oh everybody that's been on has some part of their name begins with CH.
Or they're just Asian in general.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, I see people leaving comments on the right side.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're chatting with you, and then
Yeah.
they'll ask you questions. And let me.
Oh, hi, Crispy Papa.
From Melbourne.
Hi. I feel like we're living in like a Paul Verhoeven world right now. Like this is like RoboCop uh, meets Total Recall.
All right. Let me. Okay. Here we go. Let me.
Hello, Si Jing. Oh.
By the way, if you see a guy named Low Fat, let me know. We're gonna have to ban him for a couple minutes.
Low fat.
Yeah, if you see a guy named Low Fat on chatting,
Awesome.
On the right. Okay, let me do a quick roll call. We usually run through and say hello to everybody real quick. I know Jerry's got to head out soon, and we probably have Tommy for maybe half an hour, and then he's got to go back into his cabin in the woods.
I'm fine.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah. What else am I doing? I'm sitting here with the dog.
Oh, okay.
I'm fine.
Let me say hello, James Quo. Say hello to Mr. Joshua, Blues Boy, Golf Boy Sunday, Hubba Hubba. Those things that they're typing next to their names, like the pictures, those are emotes, Tommy. So usually the ones that have the picture emotes, they're generally the subscribers. So
Okay. Good.
C. Jing, Lurky Lurker from Canada, Long Wu, his name is Long Was Here, but due to the coronavirus quarantine, my mental capacity is decreased dramatically, so I only read like maybe 5 or 6 letters in. So
Yeah.
I just stopped at the Long Wu. Racer GRX, Blues Boy, James Cole D. Rogers 95, good to see you. Golf Boy Sunday. Mr. Joshua, subscribe with Prime. Thank you so much. Make sure all the subscriptions so far has gone towards paying for the shipping of the prizes. Thanks. Really want to thank everybody for their support these past few months. RN Ingrid, how are you doing, RN Ingrid? RN Ingrid, I wonder if RN Ingrid is a nurse, because it's RN and then Ingrid, or does RN stand for something else? And if you are a nurse, did she get vaccinated yet? Curious.
Right now.
Almighty Ace. Hey, what's up, Ace? Ace from Philly. Master Blaster. Good to see Master Blaster.
Who run about a town?
J
He's
Dang.
like basically a color commentary guy.
Yes, yes. I mean, he's kind of like Hey Now. Who's the guy? Who's the Hey Now guy?
I'm
Well,
the
we
hype.
should just-
I'm the hype man.
Yeah, I mean, I think you found your calling. I think it's you and Bernard. I think we should just get out of here and it'll be you guys' show.
This is really an audition for Tommy. Don't tell him. And Yojimbo. So Yojimbo 007, Tommy. If you see Yojimbo 007, he's our moderator for the stream. And
For this stream?
yeah. And so if you need anything, like if you need a reference or something, just say, Yojimbo, can you look up this reference? He's like a walking encyclopedia. You probably have met him at a show.
I don't know how to type, like how you guys are typing stuff. How you do that stuff?
On the far
There's
right.
this thing called a keyboard.
Alright, I got the board part. Let me see.
You just have to bang it on your head a couple times.
Right now, I just see like 4 squares of like icons of you guys. I'm like,
Oh, maybe you don't have the chat screen open.
Yeah. Well, you can read the chat. Where are you reading the chat from?
Oh, yeah.
I'm reading it on Twitch.
No.
So
but
at the bottom, there's a little window for you to type in.
Oh.
send a
Oh yeah,
message.
no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that because I'm watching. I have 2 devices going. I have my laptop with how we're doing the audio,
Right.
and then I have Twitch up on my TV.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to type because you can speak.
So
Yeah.
get your phone out and start typing on your phone.
No,
That sounds like work.
yeah, no, I have to get up.
Are you in the house or are you in the studio?
I'm in the house.
Oh, okay.
I'll just keep saying hi to people.
Oh, okay. All right. Who
I
else?
see Jerry Epic Props is here. Hi, Jerry.
He's in the room with you.
Yeah, he's a. Yeah, you gotta watch out for him.
That's the guy we got a ban.
Crispy Papa is from Melbourne. Greetings from Melbourne. Who else we have here today? And if you're new to the stream, make sure you hit that follow button. Original OD, Bill. You might know Tommy. You might know Original OD. He's a regular at the conventions.
Awesome.
Art collector. Let's see who else. One message.
Hey,
deleted
Yojimbo,
by-
thanks for sharing my site.
Yeah, he can. I don't think if you type something like a link, it might not show up.
Mhm.
But Yojimbo can't. So any kind of links. Yojimbo
Tommy
asks,
doesn't work for white people.
is Tommy related to Stan, Jim, or Jay?
Mm.
Hmm. And then
I don't.
we have another guy named Crispy Egg Roll. So we have a Crispy Papa and a Crispy Egg Roll. Crispy Egg Roll is Jim Lee's moderator on Twitch. I don't know if he wants us to put him on blast like that, but if you go on Jim Lee's stream, I think he streamed this past Sunday, you'll see Crispy on there. And then let's see who else. Well, Sean, Jerry. You might want to turn off somebody has the audio on the back I can hear.
I'm willing to bet it's Tommy.
There's a little bit of a reverb. Patrick West, thank you for the sub.
Well, how else am I gonna hear you?
You have headphones?
Ah. I'll turn it down.
Oh, well then how are you going to hear us? This is a whole conversation.
Yeah, is he hearing the delayed version?
No, I
No.
think it's pretty yeah.
I'm hearing it through Discord.
Oh yeah, okay. So that's all you need to listen to.
Yeah.
Turn the other volume off.
Yeah,
It
turn
is off.
Okay. I think I got through everybody so far, right? Oh, original Lod redeemed 100 channel poops for hydrate. Take a sip of coffee.
Man, that's really weird seeing that hand come in there out of nowhere.
Oh. Sorry. Let me put on my
What
glove.
about Jerry's body being a woman? That's not weird.
That I'm used to.
I have a green screen glove. So here, all right. How about this? It's just a floating
Oh man.
coffee
Mercy.
cup.
Wow. Bernard, do you still wear like a
Underwear? No.
Yes, yes. The Michael Jackson finger tape thing.
yeah, the like
This
yeah.
Because he has a
yeah.
weak
Yeah.
finger. Yeah, his weak woman finger. Yeah, he needs to tape it up when he draws.
Is that something like the equivalent of putting a like a brace on your leg for playing basketball?
Yes, like wear an ankle brace or a knee brace. You know, so
Did you come up with that, or is that like a known thing?
I don't know. Do you know anybody else that uses it?
He
No?
draws so fast. He's an art athlete.
I mean, I thought I just came up with it. So
I think you did because I don't know anybody else that does it.
it's been a few years I've been doing this. I don't know. Last
I know.
8 years, 8 years since we've known each other. It gets smelly, you know, after a while. That's not because I'm putting my
Ew.
finger somewhere. It's just, you know, it gets smelly from.
Gross.
But then it's I can't help but not smell it.
Yeah. Well, it's rotting.
Right. Pandemos. Actually, I told a story like because I wear this so much on this finger, whenever I travel internationally, when you go through customs, you have to put your fingers in this fingerprint machine that confirms your identity.
Yeah.
And the fingerprints are rubbed so smoothly that the machine never picks up this index finger anymore.
Ah.
So we also have Pandemos.
I had that on my pinkies, my small
on your this?
From rubbing on the page as they're drawing.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a callus or just a?
No, they just like rubbed away at these little baby hands.
Oh.
Wow. You guys are working too hard.
Oh, look at this. We have El Capone here today. El Capone, he's on the chat. Happy holidays, El Capone. Thank you for the sub. 6 months. El Capone is our very first winner. Tommy, you know, so at the during the stream, at the end of the stream, whatever sketch I draw, I've been giving away to the viewers on stream. And, you know, I asked, well, you got to send me your name and address. El Capone, the first time, he only sent me his address. So on the package, I wrote El Capone and then his address. And I shipped it to him. And then the Postmaster General, Kevin Costner, returned it, saying that there's no person living here by this name.
No.
So the artwork sat on my kitchen counter for like 4 months until I just sent it back out. Did you, El Capone? Did you get the art? Why am I? Why I'm massaging Jerry's back. I just noticed this.
Yeah, babe. Yeah, you are.
I think we're caught up. Hmm? Roy Batty. Okay. All right. So, what were you guys talking about?
I can't believe that they would send back a package because it didn't have the person's name.
I know it's kind of weird, right? I don't know if El Capone has something with has some beef with the postman in his neighborhood,
Probably.
right? Maybe he gets
Oh, look at Long. Long was here really like Mother Panic. That's nice.
Hmm. Long is he lives out here in Southern California area.
Cool.
C. Gene, thank you for the Prime with sub. So, Tommy, if you have a, do you have Amazon Prime?
Do I have what?
Amazon Prime.
Yes.
Oh, so you can actually subscribe to this channel for free. Amazon
Oh,
Prime
so you
gives you
should.
1 free sub. Yeah, it's otherwise if you don't subscribe to this channel, then you're wasting that sub because it's not going anywhere.
Oh.
So I get
Yeah, I mean, when I got on here, it was like, oh, you gotta subscribe, and it was like this whole scam thing.
Yeah.
Something you're doing to your one white friend.
Yeah, white people got to sub to watch this. So, but yeah, if you can use your Prime, you can. But you just got to renew it every month. So we got to get you back next month.
Oh my God, what a pain in the
Reminds
ass.
you to sub again. That $2 is going to come in handy at some point.
$2?
I get $2 out of it, I think. Yeah. Normally a sub is
Oh,
like
cool.
$5, but Amazon keeps like half or something like that. 2 or 2.50.
Right.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Let's go inside. Let's go inside the dojo right now. Right now we're outside. You see the beautiful downtown LA skyline.
Oh, I heard you. I was watching an episode where you were discussing the font.
Hmm. Oh, did I give away the name of the font? Have you guys
No,
guessed?
you. But I just remember. Did you guys ever reveal what it's from?
I don't
Yeah,
think
you didn't do that.
Yeah, I didn't review where the font was. Do you guys want to take a
You said it
guess?
was something like from like a restaurant or something.
Yeah.
Is it
Oh, is it Subway?
No, not Subway, but close. Close, but not so
P.F.
close.
Chang's? Is it P.F. Chang's?
Warmer, warmer,
Figures.
warmer.
Dude, it's
it wouldn't
Panda
be-
Express.
It's Panda Express. That's right.
Oh, no way, is it?
It's the
Wow.
Panda Express font. Yeah.
Holy. I actually meant to say Panda Express instead of P.F. Chang,
Yeah,
but they're all the same to me, so I don't know.
This might be a
Figures.
short stream. We might have to cut Tommy off shortly. But it is the Panda Express font. Yeah. I mean, it's not in the Panda Express colors, but. And you haven't even noticed your name yet.
Oh, look, it's there.
Yeah, but you haven't noticed the specialty of it.
Oh man! Oh my God! Okay, so
I should have waited. I should have waited.
no, that's good. That's perfect.
You
Was
won't-
Jerry there on? I'm sure Jerry was at least present that weekend.
Was it New York or San Diego?
It was New York.
Okay, well then Jerry had to have been there. If it was
Yeah.
New York.
So do you drop an M every time you pee your pants? Is that how it works?
That wasn't me. It was Tommy.
We were at New York Comic Con, and usually they have everybody's name placard up behind us on the wall. And when we got there, we noticed that Tommy's placard said Tommy. It was missing an M. So
then that became my alter ego.
right. And it's about 10 years running.
Yeah, at least.
So anytime Tommy does anything off the reservation, it's really Tommy that's doing it.
Yes.
I'll switch it back. I'll switch. Yeah, I was.
No, I
ready.
like it like that. It's funny.
I made 2 nameplates for you.
And it got to the point where my wife and my remember Lissa, my friend Lissa.
Mm-hmm.
So Melissa and Lissa, they made a care package. It was a Tomy care package, and it had in the packet, like, I would open my suitcase and whenever I would show up at a convention in a different city, and they had snuck a care package into my suitcase, and inside of it was diapers and vitamins and a little like note card to mark down the amount of drinks I had.
Right. What's the vitamins for?
I don't know. I don't know. Some kind of like hangover help thing or something. I don't know.
Mm. So Jerry had Jerry's having a rough week. We should all
Oh,
console
man.
Jerry.
That sounds absolutely horrible. The water main, the water pipe burst or whatever, sounds
It's-
terrible. I
It
mean,
fucking sucks. It's
and it happens to everyone eventually. But man, that sucks.
yeah, so what happened was there's in the basement of the building, right? There's one apartment, one storage room, one boiler room, and a laundry room, right? So there's this one steam riser pipe that runs through all the rooms, and they thought there was a leak in that one apartment, which is just some random guy, right? So they fixed the leak in his apartment, but the plumber didn't bother to check that that pipe runs down the whole, floor. So when they fixed it in just his apartment, it made it burst in other parts of the pipe, and it just burst like in the wall of my storage room. And it was honestly like someone threw a freaking grenade in there, and like it was like I I've never been so like stunned when I just walked in there and saw it. I didn't know what to do, because like everything was just gone.
God.
Wow.
So it was someone had a plumber come in, perform some repairs, and the plumber that performed the repairs didn't do an adequate job.
Correct. Well, I think it would have happened it was probably already leaking, but
Hmm.
that half-assed repair only like pumped it up on steroids.
Wow.
So we're gonna kick
I
that
lost
guy
like,
out.
bunches. I mean, like, I lost everything from the comics that I read, like that I was just threw in my basement. You know what I mean? To like all the T-shirts that I make and all the books that I make, and you know, all the stuff all the stuff I bring with me to comic conventions and everything, like the banners and all that sort of thing.
Man.
Wow.
It
So
was
do
a
you have
lot of money.
insurance to cover that? Does like insurance cover that or
Oh,
something?
of course not. That would be too responsible of me. man.
What about the repairman's insurance?
Yeah, you can sue his ass.
I don't know.
Wow.
Whatever. It's just I, it's kind of depressing, but at the
Doing
same
a
time, there's not much you can do except kind of clean up, reorganize, and move forward, right? Like,
Yeah, just move forward.
Move
Yeah.
forward. You gotta.
It'll be a distant memory at some point.
Yeah. You'll be like, oh, I got good thing. Oh, look at that! I sold all this stuff. You didn't even know it.
Wow.
Well, everyone. Let's see here. What is today's drawing, Jerry? Colossus.
Age of Apocalypse Colossus.
So specific.
Yeah, that's very specific.
How do you guys choose what's the drawing?
We just have a
Jerry.
couple drinks and see what happens.
Yeah.
Mm.
Jerry downs a couple of glasses of whiskey, and then he figures what first character pops into his head.
So in parentheses it says Christmas theme. So are we supposed to do like a Christmas theme?
Who said Christmas?
That's only if you want to.
Oh, there was a parentheses? I didn't even read that
Well,
far. The video
it's
is
a cool.
video is really clear today, isn't it?
Yeah, it's your new waterfall, right?
Yeah. Man, this fucking computer
I
is
think
like,
it's Tommy.
maybe it's Tommy too. Yeah. I mean, I have to bump up the white contrast. Tommy looks kind of yellow in this too.
Or Tommy, I should say.
Like the rest of us.
Man, I'm just being quiet.
All right. right,
You got the coolest looking avatar though, Tommy.
This dragon's
Well,
looking
yeah, you know who I am, right? Does anybody in the chat know
Yeah.
who my body is? What my body is from?
Yeah, and it was
It's
that
funny
failed
because
experiment.
Bernard was asking me, yeah, Yojimbo got it. That's kind of cheating, though, don't you think? You know, because like Yojimbo being the moderator, he kind of like
well,
it's
Yojimbo
like
knows
cheating.
everything.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah, he's
mean.
like Wikipedia.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I think we've only been able to stump him once, and that was the question was what was Sean's social security number? He couldn't get the last 4 digits.
I just had to put a new roof on my house and the studio.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
You want to go up to New York and help Jerry with his basement?
No, but I had insurance. That's terrible. That's terrible. But you know what? Even with insurance, dude, it's so expensive when you get some kind of damage like that. It's just the worst.
Yeah, then if you don't have any problems, you're just paying into the insurance forever, and then
Exactly.
so it doesn't. It kind of works out in the end. Pretty much the same.
Yeah. Well, and just even and then like the very next week after insurance helped us buy a new roof, then I fixed up the old Nissan Cube that we have. Henry had totaled that by crushing into a deer.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it hit 4 or 5 deer in its life. And then
Oh my God.
Did you guys keep the
that
deer?
shows you where I live.
Did you keep the deer?
So no, it was mangled, but some guy came out of nowhere, out of the woods, and wanted it.
For like meat, right?
Yeah, I was
Was
like,
he
"Wow."
all hairy and stuff?
He just was like, "What are you gonna do with that deer?" I was like, "I don't know. But you want,
It's like good
you
meat.
can have it." And then I turned around and like the deer and the guy, it was just gone. But there was enough deer fur and bits in the car that I could show to insurance.
Oh.
And,
You didn't
but
take a
the-
picture of it?
yeah,
All right.
Wow.
and then but anyway, so I fixed up the cube, got it all. It's basically like being held together by zip ties at this point. And then I loaned it to Scarlett and her girlfriend Katie, and they, like within like 3 days of having it, they ran into someone's other car with it.
So
Wow.
it's completely it's completely what is it called?
Totaled?
Totaled?
No, I bought a new grill. I got it today. I'm gonna fix it up
Oh.
this weekend.
Okay.
So yeah, so the insurance people are getting used to me now. They're getting to know me.
Hey, Tommy, since you run the North Carolina Comic Con thing,
Yeah.
what's your outlook on 2021?
Okay, well, we do NC Comic Con in November, so maybe that'll be a good thing for us. You know, by November of next year, we might be able to do something small. You know,
Yeah.
you know, so by then, hopefully, you know, we'll have enough vaccinations and enough people have been through it that people will feel safe.
Just out of
Again.
curiosity, like have any exhibitors or fans or whatever talent, has anyone been like wanting to do it? Like, have they been telling you that they want it to happen, or maybe telling you that they don't want it to happen?
For a while, some of the businesses were wanting to do it because for business, you know, like the convention center, you know, the Carolina Theater, which is now completely shut down. They laid everybody off. You know, I mean, it just sucks, man. You know, there's all these cool places that we hang out in Durham all the time. And tomorrow I'm gonna go see my son Henry in Durham, and you know, there's so many great restaurants and stuff, and we're just gonna go get, you know, takeout, you know, which is cool. But more and more of those guys are just, you know, closing up. But hopefully next year. I mean, we have one of our main you know, volunteers who always handles our security and all this stuff just died of COVID. So it's really like a really crappy, time for everybody. It sucks.
Yeah.
Alyssa's dad just got diagnosed with
Oh, really?
COVID.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Fuck.
And then I had a scare like a month ago or something. A neighbor kid who works for me had it, and then I had to be quarantined for a couple of weeks. I was convinced I had it though. Like in my brain, like at night, I was like freaking out, thinking I was sick.
Well, did the kid not have it, or did the kid have it, but then you didn't get it?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Oh,
So I didn't have it.
well, that's
But
good.
I freak out because Melissa, my wife, after having breast cancer and the lymphedema and stuff, it really messes with her immune system. So
Mhm.
so I'm kind of freaked out by that stuff. But so yeah, I was watching. I didn't really know. I never heard of Discord until last week. A good friend of mine named John Rivera mentioned that they watch movies with him and his friends watch movies using this thing
Oh, really?
together.
How does
Yeah.
how does that work?
Maybe what they do is maybe they all start the movie at the same time on something else. Maybe they watch it on.
Like Netflix or something?
Yeah, and then they use this to all just use the audio, so it seems like they're hanging out.
Yeah, I mean, it's like if you get Zoom, if unless you have a subscription to Zoom, I think you have a limit of 1 hour. Whereas this, I don't think there's a limit, because I mean, I've been on for like 5 hours. Painful hours. Um, but yeah. Well, what about your spring
Somebody
show?
wrote, B-Dub wrote, you can host a movie through Discord.
Oh.
One person shares the screen.
Hmm. So you have
Cool.
to, is it you play the video, you play the movie on your computer? Or
Yeah.
do you, okay. Do you have some video? You still have a lot of DVDs in your place? Or are you streamlined now?
No, I have never streamlined.
What did you,
The- Melissa is so sick of it. I just bought no more DVDs last week.
DVDs, man.
No, I'll say, okay, I brought Blu-rays. I did upgrade to Blu-ray.
Do you have any 8-track?
Dude, I still got my Laserdisc collection.
I wonder if Yojimbo can pull up your, yeah, you have a garage too with a whole bunch of like vintage cars?
Yeah. How many
Well,
cars do you have? For Christ's
I
sake.
don't. I don't own those cars.
Oh, you don't own those?
No, not all
Thank
of those.
God. But you do own a lot, though.
No, like a few.
I mean, now that the kids are out, you guys, now that the kids are on, I can't believe your kids are on their own now. I mean,
Well, Henry is for sure. He's doing great. He's coding now. He's 20. He just turned 22, dude.
wow.
So he's coding. He does QA testing for oncology software.
Okay.
So he's doing that high tech stuff that I don't understand. And then Scarlett's at UNC Greensboro studying fashion design and consumer stuff. She's actually at the business school, which is weird by itself.
What
I,
type
Oh,
of
yeah.
fashion is she studying?
Hmm?
What type of fashion does she want to do? Like men's, women's, kids?
Streetwear, and it's mostly just all kinds of streetwear, and she's really into shoes.
oh, you gotta have her talk to Uncle Jerry.
Yeah, big time.
Tell her to be careful with streetwear.
Why?
It's typically like looked down upon. That
Okay.
phrase streetwear in particular. She
Oh,
should
yeah?
just yeah. She should just like do men's or women's. You know what I mean? And
Right.
she can always she can do streetwear stuff, but don't call it men's or women's. You know what I mean?
But you know what? This is her dad talking, who doesn't know shit.
You should tell her to watch right now.
Yeah. I told her.
Does she have Amazon Prime also?
Well, she has. If I subscribe, she will also have the subscription
Okay.
because we have the family plan.
Okay, all right.
So you're still only getting $2.
Right, yeah, $2, maybe $2.50. I don't know, something like that.
But yeah, I think that like, oh yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of like car stuff, but I want to build a garage. Like I'm talking quiet in case Melissa can hear me, but
Shh.
I'm
This
trying to build.
is on the internet forever, Tommy. She can always watch this later.
Yeah. But I
Let's
really
start a
want to build a
GoFundMe.
garage. I really want to build a garage here at the house too, though.
With
You
one of
should
those
put
lift
capacity
things, you have to
living.
lift the car in the air type thing.
Yeah, I mean, we just built a new lift at the one in town, so
I mean,
that was really fun though.
you have enough room, right?
Oh yeah, I know. We've got about 5 acres, so I could do it. I just
5 acres?
Yeah, you're talking to New Yorkers here.
yeah.
5 acres? Do I even have 5 rooms in my whole freaking living situation?
That to Jerry is like 5 acres. He's calculating how many bottles of whiskey he can store.
Hey, Jerry got me hooked on the McKellen's whiskey,
Oh yeah?
the Scotch.
Yeah, but he didn't get you hooked on like Yamasaki? You gotta
No,
upgrade.
I don't know what is that.
Gotta get the
Japanese
Yamazaki,
whiskey.
yeah.
Is that
The Kavalan. No, Japanese people make whiskeys. Some of the best whiskeys that are now made in Asia,
Oh,
in Taiwan and in Japan.
Hmm.
Next time we'll see each other.
Yeah, I just scored a huge load of whiskey, actually.
oh man.
I got like $3,000 worth of whiskey for like under $1,000.
Awesome. Yeah, I get it. I get it on like special occasions, like my birthday or when I finish a comic.
So what are you gonna? Do you still have the? You don't have the Vandroid van? You used to have a van, like a
Yeah,
70s.
I sold it, and I should have kept it, but I sold it. But that's fine because now I've got. So we started. I'm working on one car right now, but it's for a customer. It's a 1969 Volkswagen Carmen Ghia, so I'm rebuilding that from scratch basically. It's really fun. It's a good car to learn on too.
Yeah, but I remember when you got the van. Was it the Vandroid? You picked it up in New York, in like Staten Island or
Yeah.
something.
Okay. Yeah. You and we went. You and Sean picked me up at the airport.
Yeah.
I flew in. This was like 8 years ago or something now. And yeah, and I flew in because there was a record label in France that was funding the short Vandroid film / music video, and then I was making the Vandroid comic for Dark Horse, and so I bought a van that we wanted to put in the movie, and I drove up, and then we slept at Sean's that night. We got I think it was either PF Chang's or
I have never
It was,
eaten at PF Chang's.
It was one of those Japanese steakhouse places.
Oh yeah, Panda Express. So
I wonder if we can mute Tommy for like put him in the corner for 5 minutes. Going back,
There was a whole bunch of drama with that van, right? I mean, getting it to where.
the next day on the drive down, and I wasn't as car savvy as I've become the last few years since then, and I was driving and it started having some trouble on the Jersey Turnpike, and eventually the left driver's side rear wheel fell off the van
Oh my God.
on the highway
while he was driving the car on the highway.
Yeah, but I fixed it and got home at like 3:30 in the morning all the way to North Carolina.
how long did you
Wow.
drive with the wheel off of the? I mean, the whole rubber thing, like boom, 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 it fell off, right? And so you
Yeah.
like the inner wheel thing, whatever that's called, the Sean,
The
do you, are
hub.
you the hub? That was like
There's a-
like grinding against the
No, because
asphalt.
actually the wheel with the tire on it wedged itself into the wheel well, and it just ripped all the. There's 5 bolts, and one of them just got really was. They probably just the guy that we got it from that night in Queens.
Yeah.
He just didn't tighten the bolts on the wheel.
wow.
Was it Queens or
Uh,
was it Staten Island? I don't remember Staten Island.
That was
Yeah, it was Queens, yeah.
Oh, it was Queens.
And the funny thing is, like, when we stopped at that Japanese place, you said that we asked you how the driving was like, and you said that there's a bit of delay in steering, which just sounds shockingly dangerous. You know,
Oh.
like you turn the wheel and then the car will turn like a second later or something like that.
Well, that's just because you're not. That's because I wasn't used to it. It's like when you watch those old shows like Dukes of Hazzard and The Fall Guy, and they're always moving the steering wheel around.
that's that's because it's fake.
Yeah,
Wait,
but
hold on.
but back then that was realistic.
Okay.
Yeah, lots of slack. That's what Lurky Lurker says.
Okay, so it's slack, not delay. I mean, delay would be crazy.
No.
Like we have this.
Yeah, no, it's not really delay. It's what the heck is that?
We're like in space right now.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's romantic.
Oh wait, let me. I have a.
It's like so high tech, but so low tech, crappy at the same time.
Well, like I purposely pixelated everything.
Oh. The
Right.
style.
Even your face, like Jerry's face, is purposely pixelated.
Oh yeah, I see that.
And except your body. Oh, I forgot to pixelate your body.
Your body is silky smooth, Tony.
That was the first thing I noticed. It's hard. I haven't stopped looking at it.
But Dragon's Lair was a cartoon, so it wasn't pixelated.
That's
That's right.
right. It's all
It was a
drawn.
laser disc.
Yeah.
Did you know that it was a laser disc inside that game?
No.
And
Are
you
you
would,
kidding?
you would, yeah. And then when you would click the, whichever way, the right to the, to avoid the, the death,
Mm-hmm.
then it would just skip to that chapter in the laser disc and play that next part.
Yeah, it'll turn black for a second, and then you have to wait, and then it'll play.
Are you
Yeah.
guys serious?
Yeah.
So what if you like shake the machine? Does that mean like
I don't know. I guess they built it well enough, Somebody asked, how many times have you died in Dragon Slayer? I don't know. That was like 40 years ago. Man, we used to have a Dungeons and Dragons game at home in television. Do you guys remember in
Yes.
television?
Yeah. That was the same time that Atari came out,
Yeah.
but in television was a little bit better than the Atari.
Yeah, it was like more sophisticated and more like higher, probably more gigs or whatever.
Did you tell Tommy about the Get Back coach?
Oh, Tommy, we have is Carson McKinney here? I don't know if Carson McKinney is here. Original OD wants us to. We need to join. We need to get a whiskey club going. Matthew Crosser. Carson McKinney is a get back coach. Do you know what a get back coach is? Have you ever heard about that? A get back coach?
No.
In
I
football.
haven't heard of so much that I'm learning on your show.
Well, that's learn everything
Like, I
except for
watched-
comics.
I watched like 3 episodes today.
Oh, really?
I mean,
Wow.
I had to fast forward through most of it, but
Of course.
Right.
like I didn't know. I still don't know who was that guy you had on a couple episodes ago, the
Mike
Asian
Choi?
guy.
Jim Chung?
Doesn't help the Asian guy.
Mike? Mike Choi?
Mike Choi.
Yeah, yeah. Is he a comic book artist?
Yeah.
Yes.
He was a young
What's he
gun.
draw?
He was a Marvel young gun. Young
Young
gun.
Gun? That's
Yeah.
a thing?
That was like a like Marvel
Like, is that a cowboy show?
well
Yes, it is.
they came out with like a list of their who they thought were the next top artists in the industry that were working for Marvel. So
Oh.
he was in the second round. The first round was included Olivier. Was it Olivier Copio?
Oh.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was part of the first one. Who else? Sean knows all this
When
stuff.
when was this? In the 90s?
Late '90s, yeah, late '90s.
Ah.
Linnell Francis Yu was part of that. Uh, who else? But you know, now they've come out like they've changed the name now. It used to be Young Guns. Now the latest round they came out with one. It's the same thing, but they call it Stormbreakers. So
Yeah, Peaches Momoko is one.
yeah, so she's one
Hey,
of the.
there's a real person with the name Peaches Momoko.
Yeah, it's Tommy's
Whoa.
buddy.
Yeah, Tommy
Oh
knows,
yeah.
right?
Peaches Momoko.
No, it's just Peach.
It's just Peach Momoko.
Yeah.
Momo means peach in Japanese, so her name is
That's
basically
not like a
Peach.
Studio Ghibli movie you're telling me right now?
No, she's legit one of the most popular comic book artists right now in the business.
That's wild. Yeah, she and I collaborated on a couple cool things for NC Comic Con, and
Cool.
and her husband Yo is really cool too.
Yo Momoko.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we were, and then I was gonna maybe go to Japan. I think it was the same. It was maybe what 2 years ago. It was the same time. I think. Didn't you guys go, Bernard and Jerry?
Yeah, last year.
Yeah. I was thinking about going, and then I don't know. I have a hard time, like how I am with flying and everything, and I
Right.
just kind of talk myself out of it. And then I'm like, oh, I'll go next year. And now we have no travel, no nothing.
Dude, Tommy, you gotta like fly like business class.
Well, we can
Yeah.
do that. You know that B.A. Baracus thing. Every time he has to fly,
Yeah.
like the 18.
Well, he
But
does.
what would
Like
they do? Would
Tommy
they
takes a
hit him in the
Xanax
head or something?
before. No, Tommy takes a Xanax before he flies every time, right?
Yeah. I take two.
And then it's like I remember dropping him off at the airport. He was like already he had already taken it before even getting into the airport. And so by the time I dropped him off at the curb, he was like, I'm like, Tommy, you gonna
No.
make you gonna make it to the plane?
The worst though is when I take one or two and I have a layover because I lose shit like in between. Like Jim Mahfood and I had to stop in Kansas City, and I lost my driver's license, all kinds of stuff, like because I just was so out of it. I went out. I exited the airport. I was gonna just go to my other flight, and I left the airport and had to go back through security.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Don't mess with Xanax.
Oh, that happened one time. I was at an airport and I was connecting, and there was somebody else on the flight that I knew, and it was a couple. And so we exited the plane and we're walking, and they had to go catch another flight, and I had to connect to another flight. But we got to like a fork in the terminal,
Uh-oh.
and I was like, all right, I'll see you guys. Well, they were like, all right, I'll see you guys later. We're going to run, right? So they ran up ahead of me. But then I looked, by the time I got to where they veered off to, they had actually exited the terminal to go outside.
Oh.
So by the time they had done that, they went through all the security already. They went through the doors, so there was no way for them to get back in. They had to go.
Yep.
They had to go check. I was like, I felt bad. I was like, fuck.
Yeah. Oh man, if you're at a big airport, that really
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
Because luckily I was only in Kansas City, so it didn't take that long. I flew to Kansas City 3 years ago to pick up my when I bought my Plymouth Valiant. Whoa, what is this upside down video?
It's upside down.
Sorry.
Whoops.
Tommy, you're getting asked to go to art school. Comments.
It did go to art. I went to school in California, Art Center College of Design.
It's a rigorous program.
Yeah, I went there in the fall of '91. I moved to LA after I got out of high school in '91, and then went to Pasadena and lived there for in LA for only about 5 years. And then I guess how'd I break into comics would be when I was living in LA, I had some really good teachers. Obviously, like Bern Hogarth was a huge influence. He was a good teacher of mine. And, do people on the thread know Bern Hogarth?
Get back, get back.
Oh,
Well,
I'm
he should.
seeing this sculpture now.
Look at that thing. Hey, those are available. Anyone in the chat who wants one, I will send it to you. We'll think of a price.
Oh, that should be my avatar, dude. You can select
You lost
that
some weight.
I like the cross leg.
That's how you stand sometimes. You stand with your leg like that.
I sit like that. I sleep like that. Bernard has a photo of me sleeping with that crossed leg.
Yeah,
The
I
best is
found
when
it today.
you put that leg on a folding table, and when people are standing across from you, that leg is like, it's just hovering, and there's like that very, very thin table that's holding it up. It looks like the dude.
Yeah.
The dude abides.
how long was the sculpt, Sean? Like 3-4 hours? It was
Yeah, that was really fast. It was on the bus ride to Baltimore. He sculpted that whole thing.
yeah.
You did it on the bus?
From New York to Baltimore on the way to Baltimore Comic-Con, where we met Yojimbo. But I don't remember.
I have two versions of that. I have this version and I have the variant version with the top hat, the turf variant.
Oh, that's right. There was Sean added one with a top hat.
Yeah, I still have the mold, so that I can make more of them. But, geez, I mean, I don't know what the market would be like for little Tommy sculptures.
And this was without it was without any photo reference. Right?
Well, you draw them like every day, just as a warm up, right? So
Yeah. So I'm gonna make Urban Vinyl toys of the whole cast of this show.
Cool.
So I'm thinking like I'll do heads for everybody, and then different bodies that people can swap out bodies for. Or I'll make the heads big enough so that they'll fit the the life-size figurines, like the GI Joes.
Oh yeah.
That way you can just pop out the GI Joe head and then put our heads on there.
That'd be cool.
All right, Ace is heading out. He has to go work in a garage tomorrow. Ace knows a lot about cars, so Tommy,
Ace?
Ace.
Oh, I see.
Mighty
Ace.
Mighty Ace. If you ever need a Ace, that's Tommy. If you ever want to mentor an aspiring comic book artist, you can work at your garage and then work in your studio afterwards.
Awesome.
All right, Tommy, it was good to talk to you again after all this time, man.
Yeah, Jerry, I keep inviting you to North Carolina, but you just don't want to come here.
Oh, well, soon, whenever we're allowed to fly again. But,
You can drive too.
yeah, if I had a car. I live in New York, dude.
You can
I
ride.
can take a city bike there, I guess.
No, you can ride in Sean's minivan.
I have a good van. It's only 3 wheels.
But happy holidays, everybody. It's good to see everyone again.
good luck with all the water pipe things. So
And you know what, Jerry? Jerry makes some of my favorite shirts, and my daughter Scarlett has all the time. She still wears the shirts that you gave her. So
Shit, I wish I could give her more. I don't really have that much right now.
we don't need it. I just because we still have the ones that you gave us. So thanks, buddy. Just good to see you.
Guys, all right, everyone. I'll talk to all you guys soon.
All right, Jerry.
thanks for having me on.
Happy holidays. Happy
All right,
holidays.
guys, happy holidays.
God, I hate that guy.
Careful, he keeps on listening after.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
he's still on. He just
Oh, damn it! I still see his Chun-Li body.
yeah. I just leave the body here.
You're still doing that shiatsu massage on her.
I know. It's actually a really good massage. It's,
I have the ability to kick too. Can you make me kick Tommy?
okay, all right. Let me look at this.
I.
Oh, I gotta resize your body.
What?
I resized
Oh
it.
man, that's awesome, Sean. Like Sean's doing it.
All right, let me match it up. There we go. Okay, there we go.
This is like the kind of stuff when Bernard's like super like stressed out trying to finish a book, and then he sends you some crazy Photoshop thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Bernard, I sent you a photo tonight. Remember
Yes.
earlier
Yeah.
today?
Let me pull it up.
It was I Bernard takes a lot of pictures of me when I'm sleeping.
I hover over whenever Tommy's staying at my place. I hover over him and take pictures. Cause he sleeps in
And
a Superman pose. What is that? What do they say about that pose? I sleep in that pose now too. I find myself.
oh,
Yeah, don't you have a naked picture of Bernard sleeping?
oh
Passed out
yeah,
drunk?
yeah, I can't find that.
Good.
Yeah, I have that, but he doesn't want to show it. So.
No, not on the
Do
stream.
you have
It's
the other
forever.
photoshopped one?
Oh yeah, that one. I can probably put it in Discord. Just can't put it on the.
No, don't put it on Discord.
Okay,
Let
it goes
me,
nowhere.
Let me find.
That's the best, man. With those little like, would you put like creatures crawling around them or something?
No, it was pictures of kids feeding a dolphin, but then I took the dolphin out.
It's so funny.
They're like petting a dolphin, you know, like when the dolphin gets near the edge and you can pet his back.
Oh, that's so good. Man, that's the funniest shit.
I wish I had the original. I found the other one where I photoshopped you on a Wonder Woman cover.
Oh yeah, I have them somewhere. They're in my phone. I'm looking through it.
So you do this when you're stressed out on deadline. Instead
Yeah.
of finishing the work, you just goof off.
I get a lot of
Yeah, all
stuff.
of a sudden, like, Bernard, how's it going? Oh man, I'm freaking out. All this stuff. He's so busy, and then like a thing shows up of me photoshopped into a Wonder Woman cover or something.
I mean, I do the most house cleaning when there's a tight deadline.
Yeah.
Wow, you got pretty far in this drawing. I didn't even notice you were drawing.
Do you have that photo, Bernard, of me
Yeah,
that I sent you?
I'm looking
tonight?
for it. Yeah, I'm looking for it.
I'm trying to find. There's one. Yeah, the one of me. There's one of me sleeping with the leg pose.
Yes.
I have that one here somewhere.
Zequil, how are you doing? Kevin P. West.
You know, I was watching the Jim Lee stream, and someone from this chat was there, and they used the hubba hubba
oh yeah.
emote. Yeah,
Nice.
I saw it in Jim's chat.
Did Jim say anything about it?
No, but I don't know who it was. I forgot who did it.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, hubba hubba, you can see like in the chat, there's these little icons like emotes.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Kevin P. West or Master Blaster just did hubba hubba. That's nobody's redeemed any Schnar for.
What is that thing, hubba hubba? It looks like a mutant or something.
Well, I don't know what the other pictures are. That's probably from other streams.
Oh.
But because Jerry says hubba hubba a lot.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's just been a tag. Here we go. All right. How can I get this on here? How can I get this on here?
Can't you put it on Discord?
How'd you do the sculpture?
Yeah, I put that in Discord.
Yeah, Tommy, can I put your dunking picture on Discord?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's on the internet, so it's forever.
That's okay. It's funny.
All right. But you're clothed.
Yeah.
Oh. Where is this?
Oh, someone redeemed something.
Uh-oh. Talk like Tweaky. Okay. And let me see, copy a link. So if you guys want to go join the Discord, you can take a look at this picture. Let me quickly. Wow, this new computer is like driving around in a Porsche.
Yeah, I've never seen the stream so clearly before. There's no, it doesn't crash at all.
Right. It's amazing. All right, let's see if this is.
Oh, I see the picture on the Discord
Oops.
thing.
Okay. Yeah. I can't pull it up. Why can't I pull it up?
Oh, so I'm gonna go back to my story about how breaking into comics was when I was at Art Center. I had good illustration teachers and everything. We learned how to draw and paint from the model, and it was all very classical illustration. But I didn't have any comic book type teachers except for Vern Hogarth, who did all the Tarzan strips in the 30s, and then all the dynamic figure drawing books and stuff. But then when I was going to school, Howard Chaykin was in town. He lives there, but he was doing a signing at the Shrine Auditorium. Remember, they would do conventions there sometimes.
That's where the Oscars used to be held.
Yeah. So I went there to meet Howard, and he was like a super jerk to me. He was like, really like, oh, do I have to look at this crap? He's basically like what I am now to kids at the conventions, I'm like, oh, why don't you show your work to Bernard? He'll look at it, But yeah, but anyway, Howard and I hit it off and became friends, and then eventually shared a studio together in Burbank. But he helped introduce me to Dennis Cowan and Dwayne McDuffie and the guys that were doing Milestone at the time. And then so I started picking up some work over there, and little things, and then you just start networking and all that. But that was some of my first stuff. And then Mike Vosberg was in the studio with us, and so through him I was introduced to some people like your buddy Bob at Valiant Layton.
Oh, Bob was in the studio?
No, but I
you
was
just
introduced to him
okay.
through those guys,
Right.
Yeah. And you guys were doing the stuff at Valiant, and then I was getting in like a couple fill-ins of stuff here and there and whatever, and it was like really terrible, embarrassing work now. But
it was a team book that you first started on, right? Not hardcore, but it was.
There was one called Secret Weapons.
Secret Weapons, right. That's right. You
Written
started at
by
Valiant.
Jesse Berdinka.
Jesse Berdinka, that's right. Wow, yeah. Blast
I
from
love
the
Jesse
past.
too. That guy's great.
Blast from the past. Jesse's a great guy. Maybe we should try to get him on here. He has a lot of stories to tell. Jesse worked at
Miramax.
Miramax, yeah, when Harvey Weinstein was there.
Yeah.
Wow. So that picture of you dunking is you sleeping? So how are you sleeping with your head up like that?
Imagine the bed underneath him, and we can hear the.
The bed would be like the left side of my face is on a pillow.
Right. But the pose, like that angle, I figured, oh, that's like a dunking pose. So.
It's the sleepiest dunk ever. How to dunk when you're not even conscious.
And his hands are like right there, it's like he's grabbing it, like he's just putting it through the. Yeah.
But why is the hand that's farther away is larger than the foreground hand?
Because I think his hands were crossed like this.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. Yeah. The only Photoshop was just to erase all the outside stuff.
So strange.
He had another picture. Here's a picture he took of me. This is us driving down to Comic-Con, San Diego.
Oh yeah.
Tommy, whenever Tommy comes to LA, he immediately demands going to the In-N-Out, right by LAX.
Yeah.
And then, but there's like two In-N-Outs at LAX now. But then this is
Oh.
driving down to San Diego. We stopped by like 1 or 2 In-N-Outs on the way there, and then those PCP things were where we were making the booth.
PVC.
PVC. What did I say? PCP.
PCP pipes.
Yeah, PCP pipes that you smoke with. That's right.
Oh man, I think I have a good photo of Sean's butt. No, I'm just kidding.
You do not. I'm pretty sure of that.
Yeah.
Remember that time we stayed at that suite in San Diego?
Did it involve PVC pipes?
And there was the bathroom was like glass sliding door.
Oh, the Hard Rock Cafe. Hard
Was
Rock.
that what?
Yeah, there's the Hard Rock, because the bathroom was like in the middle of the room, right? There was
Yeah.
sofa, table, like TV.
Yeah, and the door was just like a loosely, held together on rollers, sliding door with frosted glass.
Right. Yeah. Not even. I think one point you can actually see through it. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something. I just remember it being like, awkward with 4 dudes staying in there. It was me. It was like, and Noah was there, working the booth for us.
Oh, okay. Well, and JP, right? And then I think Jerry showed up, but Jerry had his own room. And then there were like these girls that wanted to like crash at the place too. But then it was just too much, like too many people.
Yeah.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, I'm kind of like trying to, because then there was that cheaper one down the road, by across the street from the Hyatt. You know what I'm talking about? That we stayed at and we'd always have to figure out who got the shithole.
They had a free breakfast.
Yeah.
The place
Renaissance or something?
No, it was
something Suites.
Yes, Embassy Suites. Embassy Suites.
Yes.
That was at the very edge of the street for the convention center, just down the block, and it was one of the older hotels, because I think the second or third San Diego that we went to, that's where we stayed at for Valiant, right next to the barbecue place, the Top Gun barbecue place.
The Top Gun one. Yeah.
Yeah. The only good thing, the good thing about that hotel is that they give you free breakfast, and it's like pretty decent breakfast, like a breakfast buffet. But yeah, we would always.
We only had so many beds, and so we would have to kind of do So Bernard would write numbers on a paper, and put it in a hat, and we would draw, and whoever got the low number or the high, I can't remember which one, but somebody ended up having to sleep on the floor.
Oh, Tommy, do you have the belt?
I do have the belt.
Oh, you do?
I think so. It's in the studio, I think.
Oh, we're wondering where the belt was. Oh,
yeah.
Actually, I forgot. Sean, you said somebody redeemed something. Talk like Tweaky. Okay.
Oh yeah, talk like Tweaky.
Fuck. Beady. Hello, Buck. Where is my head? Give me a sec.
Hey, Buck.
Give me a sec.
It's like one of the only things I know. Buck Rogers. I don't know Mike Choi, but I know Buck Rogers.
You know they're making a Buck Rogers movie now. It got optioned by Legendary.
No, really?
Yeah.
Who's doing that?
I don't know.
Uh,
Tommy, what are your feelings on Mandalorian? Beady beady
who
beady.
wants to know? Somebody asking that in the chat?
It's just me, Buck. I'm just asking
Oh.
you. Beady beady beady.
Um,
Tommy has very polarizing opinions about movies.
did Tommy see the 14-hour line in the Colorado In and Out? No, I didn't. I didn't know it opened in Colorado. That's
Yes, they just over last month, I think it was. 14 hours. People waited.
cool. Yeah, I thought Mandalorian started out okay in the first season. It was okay, kind of, Um, but as the show went on, I thought, Baby Yoda was very cute. I'm trying to look for good stuff.
Beady 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 beady.
But yeah, I just kind of, I don't know, man. You just got to the point where like we were like, I might as well try and finish it. And it was like a chore, man. I mean, that episode where they're like training the villagers how to fight back against the Empire and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's
I mean,
like a filler episode for sure.
yeah, I mean, every episode we were guessing every line before they said it. It just became a joke, you know. My kids and I were just cracking up. Like, but then it just became not funny and just kind of just depressing.
What about the season finale? Beady beady beady. Tommy.
Oh, of the
Oh,
new.
hey, I don't think we
Season
talked about that, right? Spoilers.
Is it?
season 2 is as I think a little bit better than season 1.
Beady beady beady.
Season 2 has some.
Yeah.
There's some awesome monsters in season 2. You know, there's like some really cool creatures, some cool battles. But I just don't. If everybody died, I wouldn't care. You know. It's like,
I haven't
like,
seen
yeah,
one
whatever.
episode yet, so.
But you know, if I was a kid, I would have been losing my mind over that show. You know, it's like, remember when I was a kid, I thought the Ewok TV movies were cool because you were starved for Star Wars, man. It was like, oh my god, you know, like the Star Wars holiday special is such a joke now.
Right.
You know, when I was little, it was like, oh my god, Chewbacca has a family, and one's called Lumpy or whatever. You know, it's like,
Was that the holiday special you're talking about?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Jeez. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, you know, with the movies with Sindel, you know, the little kid and the Ewoks. But yeah, now it's like, man, kids today, they got Mandalorians with Boba Fett and whatever. And they change the channel and can watch some Marvel thing. It's crazy. All the stuff that we didn't have when we were little.
Did you like Return of the Jedi? Beady beady beady. When you were a kid?
Well, I was in like 4th grade, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Brian K. Vaughan is writing Buck Rogers, according to Racer GRX.
Oh. Is it going to be based on the book more or the TV show more? Because Wilma was Hubba Hubba.
Yeah, she's not gonna reprise her role. I mean, she could though. I mean, she's pretty like, what is it, milfy, gilfy?
She could make a cameo.
Yeah, as Wilma's mother.
Oh, man.
Wow. Hey, you know who brought up a copy of Wingman? Brian K. Vaughan.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, he's going to steal all your secrets, though, Sean. Beady beady
Yeah,
beady.
that's all my writing lessons. How
Oh,
embarrassing.
somebody wrote Battle for Endor and something else. The other one was Caravan of Courage. I know my Ewok TV movies.
Wow.
Well, I got the album. I remember they had an album with the Ewok songs.
Zub Zub or whatever it's
Zub
called.
zub da da ba da da ba da da ba da 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 ba da ba 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 ba.
Yub Duff.
Yeah.
Yup. Ba da ba da ba. Yeah, man. Playing that like if I had a car back then, I would be blasting that in my car. I mean, I was just
Yeah.
too young to drive, you know.
Nerd alert.
I used to play the Little Orphan Annie soundtrack and sing to it.
It's a hard rock life.
That gives me a good I should do that in my car. I should get the Ewok song and blast that
Oh God.
with the top
Get
down.
back. Get back.
Drive that around downtown LA. That's a real chick magnet.
Wow. Okay.
Wait, that's supposed to be Colossus?
It's Age of Apocalypse
yeah.
Colossus.
He has like a red mask.
Hmm.
Why does he wear the
Yes,
red
he-
mask?
Well, even crazier than that, he's wearing one of those, what is it, sleeveless T-shirts or like the ripped off sleeves,
Right.
but it's barely a shirt anymore because it goes all the way down to his navel and there's nothing covering his arms. So
Yeah, it's like why?
Well, it looks like, Bernard, you're giving him like armor or something.
Well, oh, and he has
one,
like a
one
yeah,
shoulder pad.
he has
Yeah.
like one big shoulder pad.
Oh yeah, he has one shoulder pad and what, like 12 pouches.
Something like
Yeah.
that, yeah. I mean, there's no definitive. Even the shoulder pad itself looks different in all these different references. So let me give this over.
Yeah, right. Long was here has a good point where like these guys made of metal. What does he need a shoulder pad for?
Yeah, overthinking it. It's comics.
Well, what was the other
You
thing?
know,
Go ahead.
comics, man. Like I haven't read an X-Men book in a really long time, but that was my favorite book when I was like like in 8th grade, 9th grade, somewhere around there. Like J.R. Jr. drawing that stuff, Paul Smith before him, and then
Paul
after
Smith, yeah.
yeah, Paul Smith, and then after that was then Silvestri coming in after J.R. Jr. And then every once in a while, remember then they would do that thing in the summertime where you had like two a month, and it was they alternated. Like this was like in the this more towards the late '80s, where they would have like Rick Leonardi would come in and do an episode, and then you had Leonardi or Silvestri, and yeah, I was just man, I was so into that stuff back then.
Well, it's not like you're out of touch or anything because people are still into that. I don't know what it is. I mean, I think Marvel's putting out stuff that's kind of not striking a chord with the current audience, so they're still talking about those late '90s days, still as their favorite time. Even though like the art is fantastic in X-Men with Pepe Larraz and everything, but I don't know. It's like I'm doing a lot of commissions now, and no one's asking me to draw anything that's current. It's all from old stuff.
They want the Chris Claremont stuff.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's also.
Yeah.
But Sean, when you say that is also. Comics has a big nostalgic point, or hits on a lot of nostalgia, right?
Do you think people will be nostalgic for this era 10 years from now? I hope so.
Quite
but-
possibly, right? But you look at the people that are able to afford your commissions. They're older, right? They're not younger. They're not like teenage,
Oh yeah, that's true.
right? So,
Oh.
what are the older people gonna ask for? They're gonna maybe ask for stuff that's more nostalgic to them. So I think therein lies that the counter argument to that is that I don't know if it's so much that the stories nowadays are not good, and a correlation of commissions because the commissions are all based on older character lines, storylines. But
Well, no, like Marvel's also bringing back Brett Booth and Chris Claremont to kind of recapture the stuff from the '90s, I think.
there is
Aren't you-
initiative, yeah.
But I mean, that's good. I mean, you need all types. You need storylines for the kids, and you need storylines for the people who've kind of gotten older.
But that's just also, I mean, everything 25, 30 years, it always comes back in fashion, right? So there's a little bit of a retro, even like fashion. I mean, you look at Jerry's stuff, right? The hottest colors right now are pink and fuchsia, or turquoise and fuchsia. So, and that's harkening back to the 90s in terms of fashion. So it only makes sense for some of that stuff to come back. I've always said that there's a very strong correlation between wrestling and comics, because, you know, you look at wrestling like Hulk Hogan, all those guys, if they can still lift something, they can still be popular.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not because they're great wrestlers. It's just like, oh, now he's going to do the leg lift and he's going to do this, and it just brings back nostalgia
Yeah, the
points.
glory days. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
But that's good, because I know it'll keep us, you know, in business. I was there during the 90s. Not so much now.
Well, Tommy.
Yeah, I always.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No.
What were you going to say?
I was gonna say, like, I kind of stopped reading stuff in the '90s, and I was like, it's kind of like when all of the stuff,
When
like
Ryan the Future Force #9 came out, you stopped reading?
Yes.
that did it for you.
That was Sean's first book.
I never heard of it. No,
Well,
yeah, no. I was like kind of like, because then I graduated high school and then moved. Actually before I moved to LA, I had a lot of back surgeries, so I was in the hospital a bunch, and because I was in a really bad car wreck in high school, and then that led to me having a bunch of problems. And long story short, I was at the Mayo Clinic the summer after I got out of high school, and they removed one of the vertebrae in my spine and fused it together, and I had a tumor in my spine.
oh my God. I
Yeah.
didn't know about this.
Yeah, so it was pretty awesome. But then there was I really liked a lot of the stuff that was happening at Dark Horse at the time. This was '91, so we're just starting to see stuff like, Sin City and some stuff like that was just starting to kind of, those guys were doing, and then Dark Horse was doing Aliens, and it seemed like some cool alternative stuff, at that time, that I was into. And I had written a fan letter to Bob Schreck, who was an editor at Dark Horse at the time.
Right.
And he sent me a whole big package of comics.
Wow.
Like when I was in the hospital. Yeah. And
cool.
And it just was the best medicine I ever could have gotten. And it was like, kind of like, even though it wasn't a long time in the grand scheme of things, it was probably only a few months that I wasn't reading comics. Back then, it seemed like 3 years. So then all of a sudden, I started to go, man, I really do really like comics still. And then when I met Howard in LA, and he was doing a book, he did a book called Mystery Men. And then he eventually did a book remember Malibu?
Yes.
He did a book with them called Power and Glory. And so, it's kind of like I started just finding that I was just following creators that I knew that I liked their work, like Walter Simonson. He started doing Star Slammers over there at Malibu, and so just so I kind of like probably missed a lot of stuff by just not going to the newsstand or the comic shop and just browsing.
I never asked Sean what Sean liked to read when he was collecting comics.
Oh, I wasn't collecting. It was Heavy Metal Magazine. I kind of missed the boat on American comics. So the European influence, and also a lot of the anime stuff. So it gave me a hard time integrating in comics here. Just that whole dynamic stuff, the really super over the top dynamic stuff, was taught to me by Bob Layton, because I just didn't know any of it.
Yeah. I still struggle with that stuff, man. Like, so the book I just finished is called Grendel, Kentucky through AWA,
Looks great.
Axel Alonso's
Yeah.
company. Thanks.
Yeah.
It's kind of like perfect casting for me because it's all like rural settings. It's in the early '70s, and it's all like old cars and trucks and the woods and caves and monsters, and it's like all this kind of stuff that I love to draw, and this kind of stuff that I liked a lot of creepy and eerie, and hot rod magazines and all that kind of stuff. So, but didn't really get to draw much of that in comics until this stuff really. So, um, one of the questions we got on the thread there is if I ever read like indie comics from Dan Clowes, Chris Ware, Hernandez Brothers. I loved Love and Rockets. It was great.
Yeah, same here. I also read Love and Rockets. It
Yeah.
really struck me. Jaime Hernandez's stuff, I think, really was kind of really cool.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I loved that stuff back then. All that stuff like in the mid '80s when people were like doing their own thing like that. Remember Mike Grell doing that stuff back then? There was so much like cool like black and white stuff. That's when
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
yeah, Ninja Turtles, when James O'Barr was doing The Crow, and everybody was, you're just all these great guys just doing their thing. It was pretty cool.
Where
Kind
do
of
you
made you feel like you could do it yourself, which was important.
where do you see the industry going nowadays? I mean, it seems
And
like
are you going to be part of it, or are you? I mean, because you have one foot in film and all that stuff, so.
I had a somebody mentioned, of course, Yojimbo. God, that guy. I don't know.
Sable.
He mentioned Walt's run on Thor. Yeah, and that was like maybe my favorite comic for a while too. I'm kind of mesmerized by Bernard drawing, actually.
Yeah, I know. That's the heavy lifting on the show, is him drawing and then giving it away.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm almost done.
I don't remember what we're talking about. Oh yeah, so well, I was actually working as production designer on a movie for. Do you remember Kerry Conran? He directed Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow.
Oh yeah, visually that was great.
Yeah, I think he's visually such a fun. He understands. I think he taps into that kind of nostalgia that you're talking about with comics. And I was working as production designer on a new movie that he's directing, and then COVID hit and everything kind of fell apart and everything. And then and before that, it was like I had a TV show that I had created and sold to Fox, and had Andy Samberg starring in it, and it was all like good to go. And then that didn't happen. And then I had a show that I had created that was writing and directing for Google, YouTube, and then that fell apart. And it's just like, ugh. But so I'm trying to get those things going, but my goal was to do that stuff and then just do more of the comics I want to do rather than the comics that I take because I need to pay bills.
Right.
So,
Right.
So I'm trying to do more of that, and so I really liked what Axel was doing with these AWA books, and so we were planning on doing my own thing after that. Like I didn't write Grendel, Kentucky. That's Jeff McComsey, and that was already kind of a concept, that they had approached me with, and I was kind of like, well, I'd like to do it, but I want to do my own stuff. So that the whole kind of deal was, when I'm done with Grendel, gonna kind of do my own thing, and then COVID happened, so it was and AWA their whole line launched in March, like right when everything happened, and it was like, but they're actually doing really well. And they're, I think they're doing some cool stuff. But I like working with them. It's kind of like uh, a bit more of a creator-owned vibe that I like.
Right.
Um, the other thing is, so then I didn't know what I was gonna. I don't know. Then I thought, well, maybe I'll do this or that, and then another comic project came to me from someone I had been turning stuff down from for a long time. And I decided, okay, now this is the right time to team up again. So I can't say what it is yet, but I've been working on it for, I don't know, like maybe 4 months or so.
Is it
This
a
new
Ooh.
project.
is it a PF
Mark,
is it a
Mark Millar,
is
hey?
it a PF Chang's custom comic?
Yeah, it's for, you remember they used to do comics at Elias Brothers Big Boy?
Yeah.
Like the menu comic.
Yeah. It's like that, but for Panda Garden or whatever. That's the place by me actually. That's
Is the
like a little.
villain? Is the villain gonna be General Tao?
Is that how you pronounce it, by the way?
Yeah, I don't even know. How do you pronounce General Tao's chicken?
I don't know.
Yeah.
General Tao's.
That's not Chinese, you know. That's
Yeah, that's American. Yeah, that's some kind of westernized weird stuff.
All right, I think I'm done. What do you think?
Cool.
I need to trim the paper, but let me add some more erasing lines. Erase. Go
It's
back
weird.
and-
See, I would have no idea that was Colossus except for the metal and like the lines. What do you call those? I guess.
Right. Yeah, in his body.
Yeah. But I
Yeah.
always think of Colossus as he has that hair, that flat top, black flat top.
metal flat top shape.
Yeah, Ivan Drago flat top.
Yeah, I don't think I was reading comics at this time. I think I might have drawn an issue of Age of Apocalypse, but um,
I think I might have done. I think I drew something in an Age of Apocalypse book, but I don't remember.
Wow, you guys did some project for Marvel that you have no memory of.
you don't
I mean, I
read
did.
the.
Nah, especially that stuff at that time, I was not interested in. But, oh yeah, I remember. It was one of those issues where it was like, we're running really late. And we need like 12 guys to come in and like do pages. So I was like, cool. I'm getting to draw X-Men. So it's like pretty cool.
Wow.
I think. Oh man, did you see that Age of Apocalypse movie?
No.
That
Was it any
torture.
good? Oh,
That's torture.
better
I
than
did not see it.
Mandalorian. Season 1.
It's worse. It's worse than Mandalorian.
Oh. What?
That's how bad it is.
Tommy, what are your thoughts on Cobra Kai?
I've never seen it.
Oh man,
What?
you're so into Karate Kid, so I figure.
I am.
Oh, I used to make fun of it all the time.
Yeah, I like Karate Kid, but I really liked have you watched Star Trek Discovery?
I've seen one, half of one episode.
The first season is pretty awesome.
Oh, okay.
The next ones are good too, but the first season I just love it.
Okay.
Somebody mentioned Dark Phoenix was torture. I didn't even bother with that one. I really liked the Days of Future Past movie though.
Yeah, that was good.
Which one was that one?
The one where they go and travel to the past.
Yes. Ellen Page. I mean,
Elliot
Elliot
Page?
Elliot Page, yes.
Sean, are you still attracted to Elliot Page?
Sure, why not?
Yeah. Ellen Page was Sean's hall pass. Did you know that, Tommy?
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
No, it was just there are certain it has really nothing to do with them, but if you draw for a living and you always try to identify people who have perfect bone structure, so there's like, Kristen Stewart or whatever, and I'm not really into them as actors or actresses, but they have a face that I would study and draw a lot, and she was just one of like that iconic
Yeah.
younger female face.
I like how Sean has to add in the or whatever at the end of the description, because he's got a shrine in his closet.
Oh, I've seen it.
Which Karate Kid do you like, the Marita or Chan version? That's hilarious. Okay, we're not gonna answer that question, Crispy Papa. That doesn't qualify as a real question. There's no such thing as a Chan version.
Oh, we got
No, actually, it's because I grew up in the '80s that I can only pick one.
Make Havoc on the chat. He's also another moderator. You might have seen him at some shows.
Oh, speaking of Havoc, I like that character. You could draw him sometime.
Yeah, well, maybe you want to jump in on this Battle of the Sketches when you have some free time.
Yeah.
You're like super
That
busy.
sounds like work, though.
Yeah, it is work. All right, I think I'm done. Huh? Should I add some
Cool,
color
man.
to this?
He is very colorful as a character, though.
Yeah, because otherwise you wouldn't know who it is, right? I mean,
Is he like yellow and red?
Yeah.
Yep, you got it.
pretty much, yeah. Let me add some color to this. Otherwise, people would be like, "Who the hell is that?" I think the coloring on the face, the shading on the face is not so good, but we're gonna have to live with it. Also,
I'm glad Bernard's the only one on camera right now because I'm just not presentable at the moment.
I'm only presentable from the. That's why I'm green
Neck up.
screen.
Oh, you should have seen. He was only presentable from the front of the face for a while because
Oh yeah,
he
there was
shaved his head.
there was one time where I had to go on stream, so I had to shave my head, but I didn't bother shaving the back here, so there's a square patch. I just did enough for the camera. It's movie magic. By the way, do you guys know about this one chip challenge? Is D.
No.
Rogers?
Yes, I heard of
D.
it.
Rogers still here? I hope D. Rogers has not left. So tonight's other monumentous occasion. There you go. Is that D. Rogers and I had a bet. Purdue played Iowa. Purdue Boilermakers played the Iowa Hawkeyes tonight. And
The bowling.
in basketball, college basketball, and Purdue lost. So the bet was whoever loses has to eat a. This is one single chip. So I'm gonna eat the chip and then I'm gonna finish coloring this. I don't know if I'm gonna be
Wow.
able to do that. So this chip is
Jeez.
supposedly so hot, so spicy.
Dude, don't do this.
Yeah, I know. Aren't you scared at all? I'm scared for you.
That I have to wear gloves to eat this.
Yeah,
Because-
because you'll touch your eye or something.
Right.
Oh my God! Don't do this. Come on.
Tommy, like a couple streams ago, did you see the one that I drank a 12-year-old beer?
Oh, I think I fast forwarded through that part.
That was the entire stream.
Oh,
That beer was in your refrigerator the entire time Travis has been alive.
Right, yeah. It's been
Oh
in my
my
fridge
God,
for
really?
12 years. Yeah.
awesome. These are like Adam West Batman gloves.
I don't have
Oh,
I don't have any milk, but I have this.
No, you need milk. Don't mess around without milk.
This is suitable for lactose intolerant. This is like a shake, like a vanilla shake,
Oh yeah, that's good.
right? I think it's good enough.
It does need the milk fat in it, though. Does it have fat?
Soy fat,
Maybe.
oil, soy oil. Uh, so I'm gonna eat this chip, and then I'm just gonna try to color this thing before I don't know, explode. And then, this
Did you
side,
guys see the Queen's Gambit?
Yes. What did you
That
think
was
of that?
great.
Oh, you
That
like
was
that one?
awesome.
Okay.
I loved
Alright.
it.
Okay.
I just thought of something I liked, so I just had to tell you.
Yeah, I gotta watch that.
You haven't seen it yet? Sean. Oh, Sean hasn't even seen the Bee Gees documentary. Have you seen that one?
It's on HBO.
No, I haven't seen it.
You don't have HBO,
I'm
Sean?
not gonna watch it.
I don't.
Sean is a huge Bee Gees fan.
Where'd you get this idea? I think
You're not.
No, he's not. You know, he's a Hall and Oates fan.
You're not really? I thought Sean was a huge Bee Gees fan. I even got you like a collector's edition set.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, yeah, they're okay, I suppose. I don't.
Really? I've been wrong. I've been mistaken all these years. Wow.
Might have been a phase or something.
Like I just remember back at Valiant, you were like, you love the Bee Gees.
Back at Valiant, there was a lot of Jackson 5 going on.
In the studio.
Yeah.
Oh, my stomach is already not feeling it.
Well, did you eat it?
No, not yet. It's still right here.
Oh.
I'm setting up the wheel too. I'm taking care of all this stuff in case, like, you know, I can't do anything.
What, you calling an ambulance and stuff?
Get someone to take care of the birds.
Get someone to take care of the birds. Yeah. Let me move this stuff down. So I'm setting everything up.
Funny, after watching the Queen's Gambit, I still can't get my wife to learn how to play chess.
Okay.
I have to play with the dog.
Yeah, your dog with beautiful human eyes.
Yeah. Una is Melissa calls Una my life partner.
All right, let me get this.
I remember
We're
when
always-
you first got her. But yeah, isn't it like the smartest breed alive of dogs you can get?
No,
Is
that's a border collie. So Jane was my border collie.
Oh, okay, that's not the same dog.
No,
Okay.
that one passed away.
I did not know that.
That was like
Did a
5
guy
or so years ago.
did a guy come out of the forest and take Jane away?
Stop that.
That's rough. Okay, all right.
But no, Una we got like 3 years ago.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
One chip challenge. Who's taken this already? Sean's heard of it. So supposedly this is like 1 million whatever.
There's a scale, right? What is it called?
Ghost pepper.
This is something Henry would do.
Yeah. This is, and it's sold out everywhere. It's sold out everywhere.
Scoville scale, yeah,
Scoville,
that's right.
right,
That's
right.
the Scoville.
And
So where is it on that Scoville scale? I mean, it can't be at the very top, right?
It's like 1
that's
million.
kind of illegal. Boy.
Here. All right, this I don't know. What does
2
anybody
guys
know?
that said they did it on there.
Yeah. I'm hoping like I'll get the runs and then it'll be like a diuretic.
But it's gonna hurt going out too.
Will it?
It's
Oh yeah. Did you ever feel it? I mean, you get hit twice by the spicy stuff.
I don't know. It doesn't say that. It doesn't give me the Scoville.
reading.
Yeah, there's nothing on here. All right, fuck it. Let's eat it.
The Jimbo says it's 1,569,300.
That's what I thought.
Scoville.
It's like 1 million. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Yeah, and so yeah, don't get it in your eyes because you'll just
Yeah,
have to go to the emergency room. So
Do I have to eat the whole thing?
You'd
at
be
this.
dead if you ate the whole thing.
Look at
I
this
think you
sucker.
just take a bite. He's gonna breathe it in and pass
yeah,
out.
don't smell it.
Ooh.
It's black.
Yeah, I mean, look at it. It's like burnt.
It's the Grim Reaper's chip.
Look at this, like a particular, like this area right here is like completely like, that's like a mustache
don't-
almost.
Don't touch it to your nose. Don't do that.
And then, yeah, which this yeah, this is all burnt. Maybe it's just burnt. Look at
It's
it.
covered in hell.
All right, here
Bernard,
we go.
do you still have that? Are you still have that car, the Jaguar?
Yeah.
Can I
Why?
have it after you die right now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I bequeath the Jaguar to Tommy.
Thank you.
There's only like 6,000, just under 7,000 miles on it. It's practically brand new.
Awesome.
Still smells brand new.
See, don't you think, like, if you're gonna eat that thing, you should have made that, you know, I mean, you put Tommy as like the main event for this thing, so you you should have saved that for, so you can
Well, I didn't know.
publicize that for
I
a
didn't
couple
know
of days.
Tommy was gonna be on for all this time.
So look,
Oh,
And
want me to-
you made the chip second billing now.
Yeah. Well, okay. You want me to save it for another show?
oh, he's wussing out. He's wussing out.
Lurky Lurker, I have not shipped your stuff out yet. Next week. Next week. Because of the Christmas holiday, I figure I'll wait next week. I'm going to ship everything out. So if you moved, then send me your new address. All right. ND Rogers, a bet is a bet.
Make Havoc want your sauna.
Okay. No, I'll give you another coupon, Make Havoc. You still
So
got to
you
get
plan
into
to
the
live
building.
through this. Okay.
All right, who else wants something? Anybody? Sean, what do you want?
Jeez, I don't know. I mean, your flat is really nice.
Oh, you want the loft?
Yeah, the loft in downtown LA.
All right. Well, no, I gotta save that for my mom. Yeah, sell it.
Is your mom in LA now?
No, she's in Taiwan right now.
Oh, okay.
Anybody else in chat want something? I mean, I feel like
See, I might take your mom, and then then I get your flat.
oh, that's just wrong. James Quo wants the light box. Okay, James Quo, you can have the light box. It's just a note. The light box shocks you at the screws. You know, like right here. Like if you put your finger right there, it'll
Oh,
shock
yeah.
you. Do you have one of these light boxes, Tommy? It's one of
No,
those
but I
old
touched yours,
Gagne.
I think.
Yeah, it gives you a shock. Who else? Beef Skeleton. Beef Skeleton wants the art tools. All right, okay. Zeke Quill wants my basketball shorts collection. That's
No one
very
wants your
expensive.
birds. That's very
Yeah,
sad.
who's gonna take care of my birds?
Uno wants your birds.
All right, look. Somebody's got to notify my neighbor to come take care of the birds.
Jim
Oh,
Cheung.
Jim Cheung. Yeah, Jim Cheung. You gotta text Jim Cheung. Tell him to come over, talk to my neighbor. Who else? That's it. Crispy Papa wants keys to Jim Cheung's house. I don't know if I have Jim's keys. Do I have Jim's keys? I don't know. Matthew Crosshart's going to take care of Beavis. But okay, all right, here we go. Enough procrastinating. Look at this. This is like...
All of a sudden, the network goes down.
Well, like I'll drop off and it'll just be the, whatever. You guys can finish the show, right? Okay. Oh, Kevin P. West says I have to talk like Schnarf during this. Do I have to talk like Schnarf while I'm eating this chip? I think that's too much. Kevin
No,
P.
that's
I'm just gonna eat the
that
chip.
could be a side effect.
I already owe Kevin P. West another talk like Schnarf. Schnarf.
It's just gonna happen naturally after you eat the chip.
Schnarf, Schnarf. Schnarf, Schnarf. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Sean, you got a drum roll?
No. Tommy have a drum.
Matthew
Tommy has-
Matthew Crossart says go full green screen. All right, okay, here we go. All right. Smells spicy.
Oh, I hear the crunching.
It tastes like a burnt chip. It's getting spicy. How long does
we get to see
it
turn
kick
red.
in?
This is called the Phoenix, the Phoenix patty.
A flaming bird would come out of your head.
Mm.
Don't. Okay.
Do I have to eat the whole thing? It's
Yeah,
getting
you
spicy.
do.
It's getting spicy. My tongue. I think I just gotta eat it. Like,
Yeah, I think they're calling for you. The crowd is calling for you to eat the whole thing.
Oh God.
put him in a body bag. Ooh. All right.
Are you
it's
not
spicy.
entertained?
It's spicy. The things that I do for you guys. 12-year-old beer. Super spicy chip. I'm gonna drink some coffee.
Oh my God.
So what
Not
is
that
it?
bad.
It's not that bad. Was it kind of overrated? You think?
I mean, I'm used to eating hot, spicy stuff. But my tongue's on fire. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we used to like start sweating when you eat salsa.
It does not look well.
This is like it's like soy
Oh,
milk.
I think you're supposed to go wash your hands as soon as possible.
Well, I was wearing the gloves.
Do you have a tub full of ice ready? Is this gonna be like that scene in Jacob's Ladder?
Yeah, you used to when you eat salsa, you used to you would sweat and then you start scratching your head like crazy.
Okay. All right. I can't move that much. Like if I move anything, I'm gonna have to color this. Holy shit, it's fucking spicy. Can you see my face is like turning red? Oh, God.
Dude. You don't need the red paint. Just rub your face on it.
I'm holding it together pretty good. But I'm seeing like double right now. Oh.
And now you're gonna color seeing double.
Oh.
Oh God.
I'm feeling my stomach is getting kind of warm. Uh-oh.
So there's 2 people in chat who survived this already. So that's encouraging.
Yeah.
Woo!
You can have ice cream.
I'm getting a little dizzy.
You have ice cream, Bernard?
Oh, I do. I mean, I couldn't bring it up because I'm on the stream right now. It would melt. But I think that's my after the stream out.
Okay. So you're literally coloring Colossus for his life.
I'm trying to get this done so I can go downstairs and eat the ice cream. Oh.
If you have to, you can go get it. We'll wait.
I wonder is that a piece of the chip or is that eraser bits? Whoo! Can you see my face is like turning red?
So can you guys get Jim Lee to do this too? I mean,
Yeah, will Jim do this?
yeah, come on, like
I don't think. Come on, where's crispy egg roll?
he's competitive, right? Jim used to be very competitive.
Yeah, come on. Oh.
So if you just tell him if he doesn't do this, it just means that he's an old man now.
Maybe this will make me draw faster too next time.
It would definitely make me draw faster.
Oh. I'm tearing up.
Well, the question is it making you draw worse? That's kind of a concern.
Yeah, well, I'm just coloring, so it shouldn't be that bad, right?
Oh, watch. Be careful with your eyes. They're
It's kinda
so
like-
close to being shot in the anyways.
Yeah, inking is like barely a step below, a step above coloring. So
Yeah.
you know.
Actually, I think I'm handling it pretty well.
Yeah. So that's pencil, Bernard.
This is just pencil, yeah. I think this is kind of like, I think this is vellum. That's not smooth plate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't like the smooth kind.
Yeah, Bernard's all about the smooth paper. But you guys have completely different styles.
But then also, I mean, Tommy's really adapted digitally too. You know, I feel like he's really like mastered the digital.
I wish I had mastered it, but but I'm getting better because I used to do. I mean, all the movie stuff and animation stuff I do usually digitally, and so the new book I'm working on that I can't talk about is all digital.
Oh, so you're not inking at all? I mean, you used to sling all that ink around, and
Well,
and
then
people really
Grendel
like that about your work.
Kentucky is all ink.
Right. So, do you
So
have?
it depends on the book. So Grendel is all old school ink on paper,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
crystal. But this new thing is more like a painted book, all digital. Look at
Oh,
Bernard's floating death face.
The
Oh,
first time I've seen his eyes really wide open.
Yeah, he just woke up.
My eyes are like kind of red too. Oh, my stomach is now like on fire.
Oh my god.
Oh,
When he pees, it's like a flamethrower.
when I pee, I'm not peeing. Are you crazy? Oh, I need to blow my nose. Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys get to work on Jim Lee for this. This is like the ice bucket challenge. You can call him out, and he'll do it.
Is Crispy Egg Roll still here? Come on, Crispy.
Make it happen. In the old days, Jim was very competitive. Like
Yeah.
when I think Willis Potasio stayed awake for 24 hours, and then Jim would try to one up him by doing for 24 or 25 hours or something like that. And they just couldn't help competing like that. And they artistically they got better by trying to, that friendly competition, which is kind of like not allowed today, because if you compete, that means you're very selfish or something. So you intentionally, fall on your sword. But back then, they got really good by hot competition.
So come on, Sean. Are you gonna do a one chip challenge next?
Hell no.
Come on.
Not this old man.
It wasn't that bad. I'm getting over it. It wasn't that bad. Look, I think I've weathered it. My mouth now is not as it's not as burning. It's my stomach that's kind of burning.
Have you guys seen Scanners?
The old movie,
Yeah.
like 80s Scanners. Yeah,
Or scanning
Yeah,
dark,
like
scanner
when the
darkly.
guy's head blows up.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Old
just thinking
school
about
special
it.
effects.
You know, yeah, that was David Cronenberg, one of his best movies. There was the way they got that head to explode that way was they actually shot it with a shotgun.
Oh damn.
Yeah, they couldn't
Yeah,
get the
they
pyrotechnics to really do it the way they wanted. So
seem to do that in movies a lot now. I mean, the way they do the effect now, it's really convincing because they can blow up half a face. And I see like in the the DVD extra stuff, how they I don't know, they can meld two pieces of film together. It's pretty incredible. But they do that like the old days of the practical effects. It's like an M80 inside of a wax head or something like that.
Watermelon. Oh.
Wow.
All right.
So your head's like a water, like if you know that watermelon thing where you put all those rubber bands around it and it explodes. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
let's do that with Bernard's head.
It's like Gallagher.
So and then Cronenberg's son, uh, David Cronenberg's son, Brandon Cronenberg, has now done a couple movies, and I really love both of them. So another thing that Tommy likes, we should write this down.
Oh wait, hold on a sec.
Brandon Cronenberg.
So this one is he did one called Antiviral, which is came out a couple years ago, and it's about like being obsessed with celebrities to the point where like there's a whole business where you could like let's say you're like obsessed with you know who's a popular
Elliot
I don't know.
Page. Ellen Page.
Yeah. Okay. So let's say like she has a sickness, and Sean is so into her that he's able to buy from this company. They actually have sampled her sickness, and he can get the exact same sickness directly from her.
Wow.
Oh.
Sickness. Jeez.
So let's say she has like warts or something, right? You could get it. Pretty cool. So anyway, the main character is like smuggling this stuff out, but the only way you can smuggle it out is to infect yourself.
Mm.
So it's really great, really creepy. And then his new one just did is called Possessor, and it's like a corporate like assassination company where they can like possess people and you become the host. So like I could possess Bernard right now, the state he's in, and basically like he would lose control and I would take him to town and committed crimes and stuff, and he would get the blame.
Oh wow.
But would you
It's like
feel? Would you
mainstream
feel any of
candidate.
the stuff that I would be going through?
Yes, I would feel everything.
Oh,
I
okay.
think you would be able to see yourself doing things that you would never do.
Yeah, and imagine
It's
what
like
that would do to you when you go back to trying to be your regular life. So that's kind of what the movie's about. It's awesome. Loved it.
All right.
so. Bernard, you have a very fast digestive tract. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Food goes through you very quickly. So
it does. And also,
that at least you'll know how fast now because you can just time it from now until it starts hurting down there. That's how fast food moves through you.
well, have you ever eaten like squid ink? Like squid ink pasta?
Yeah, I've eaten like a red velvet cupcake or something like that. You can see when that stuff comes out.
Right. Yeah. No. Like the next day, the poop. Literally, there's a divide, like brown
Yeah,
and
it's like
then
two-tone.
black. Yeah. Although this might be all red from blood.
Oh no.
This might pop the hemorrhoid that's like right on the edge.
Oh no. Okay. Enough. This is too far.
Too
Get
much
back.
information. Ooh. Any kind of like regurgitation brings up
Or
some
like
spice.
reflux.
Your reflux, yeah.
Ooh, that would be bad.
Let me do some.
Hey Sean, remember that time we were in New York and we went to the restaurant where they did where they filmed You're the Dragon?
Oh yeah, that's the AAA restaurant in Chinatown.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the long escalator and stuff.
Yeah. That's cool, man.
Yeah, and I remember like I think on that trip where we went to go get the van, you're like, oh, this is like that scene in, what was that one where those guys who live forever and they fight, and that silver
Oh.
cup. You're like, yeah, this looks like the area. It's like, oh, strangely enough, we go around this corner and it'll be there in the Silver Cup Studios.
Yeah, it was Highlander.
Highlander.
Yeah, Highlander, yeah.
Yeah, I remember I finally Year of the Dragon came out on Blu-ray, and it
It's a crazy old movie.
yeah, Michael Cimino, and it's like some of it is amazing, but man, that girl in the movie, the
Yeah,
reporter,
what happened to her?
ugh, she tried to act.
Well, yeah, I mean, she was pretty though, with short
You
hair.
know what? I researched her, and wasn't even Chinese. She's Japanese.
Yeah, her acting wasn't great.
I don't remember this movie. You're the
There's Mickey
dragon?
Rourke. Yeah, Mickey
Oh.
Rourke. Doesn't
White
have
powder.
dragons in it.
I'm thinking you're talking about Enter the Dragon.
No, this is like it's about the Chinese mafia
Oh, okay.
in New York.
And he was a crazy character. Mickey Rourke was a crazy character. He was getting everyone killed, and he was so into his task that he was just like, "All right, put that aside. I got that guy killed, but I got a job to do." And then one
Yeah.
by one, everyone was dying around him.
Yeah.
He like used people because he had a goal. He would use them, and they would die.
What was his goal?
To capture, what was it that one drug dealer with the white powder ma? And he just was relentless. And it was such a hardcore test. You don't see that anymore. Like the heroes these days are much more sensitive, or they'll give that role to like more like of a woman because, you know. But
Right.
back then it was like this is like total testosterone fueled. It was a crazy movie, and he would just. I think he had his way with the reporter, just like, yeah, I think I'd want to bang her, and then just
Yeah,
do it.
wasn't that? Yeah,
Yeah.
that was very
And then-
disturbing.
Yeah, then she'd be like, "You raped me last night," and that was the kind of movies you can make back then. You know,
Yeah, it's
so
crazy.
inappropriate.
It is kind of weird though. Like, do you guys think it's weird when you've got like you've got like a Japanese woman playing someone who's supposed to be Chinese?
No,
No, that's
don't
not that
think
big
so.
of a deal. As long
You
as
don't
they're
think
Asian.
that's like whatever?
I mean, the only thing is that gets me is like if the original book or story was written with an Asian character, and then they change it to some other ethnicity.
Ah, okay.
But
So it doesn't matter really if
yeah,
it's like
no, it doesn't matter
like
like if it's a Japanese actress playing a Chinese actor because
or,
You know, and
right.
Greg Pak doesn't really talk too much about his ethnicity because he just considers himself to be Asian. He doesn't say which one because
Right. Okay.
it's not a big deal.
Yeah. Because I was like, sometimes I'd be like, I'll see an actor in a bunch of Japanese movies, and then they'll show up in a movie where they're playing, a Korean or something, and I'm like, wow, that's kind of strange. But
like
yeah, it's like,
yeah, I mean, when I was younger, it was something that I took notice of. But now in my older, more wiser years, not that big of a deal. Just only like the example like a lot of Asian Americans use is that movie 21 with Kevin Spacey, where it was based on a real story about MIT college students going to Vegas, counting cards, and beating the casinos. Right, the real story. I think almost the entire class was Asian American students, but in the movie there was only like one Asian student, and everybody else was other ethnicities. So, like in those kind of instances, I might have a little bit more of a because there are so few. Even like Tom Cruise's character in Last Samurai, or other examples that kind of get into that. Okay, I'm feeling. Hello?
are you okay?
Oh yeah. I thought we lost you for a second there.
I think we lost you for a second.
I'm okay now. I'm just dreading tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole spiciness thing is, I handled that. Sean?
Well, I remember it. Yeah, though this is cool. I remember when I was working on. Oh, now I can't hear. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was working on the American version of Akira for a
Right.
while.
Yeah.
And when Albert Hughes was directing it, and
Mhm.
Albert Hughes, Albert and Alan, they directed the Book of Eli that I was the concept artist on. And so we were working on Akira, and man, Albert worked on that movie for a year, and ultimately I was glad it didn't really happen because, dude, they just westernized the hell out of that thing. You know, it was like, Warner Brothers was doing, that thing, that they were like, it was going to be Neo Manhattan
Yeah.
instead of Neo Tokyo. It was going to be, it was going to be a multicultural cast, so you'd have, so which in theory, like, it sounded like they were doing a cool thing, but then we were like, wait a minute, this whole thing is just completely.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
you could have gotten away with it back then, but now,
Yeah.
no way.
it's
Yeah,
tough.
and this was only a few years ago.
Some of
Yeah,
those things are tough because they're doing a lot of anime adaptations, or
Yeah.
and like the Japanese, from what I've read, a lot of the Japanese creators don't really have a problem with it, right? So
Mm.
even like Ghost in the Shell,
Yeah, Ghost
you
in the
know,
Shell. I mean, they liked the fact that Scarlett Johansson
yeah.
was playing it, but the audience didn't like that.
But I think
Mm.
we have two different fights that are going on, or two different
Right.
focuses. Like there in Japan, they're not, they don't have the same struggles that that Asian Americans are facing here in America, and there's a different viewpoint, at least from my perspective, a different viewpoint on some of those issues. So, who's right, who's wrong?
Yeah.
I mean, Akira, if they made it Neo Manhattan and they changed up the whole cast, you know,
They probably wouldn't care that much in Japan then. Yeah.
who knows?
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not sure what the audience thinks of it. I think that in general they frown it, but there's a group of people who work kind of in kind of Hollywood adjacent that have a problem with it, and they'll start picketing and giving you trouble and raising a
Hell
stink
yeah,
about it.
sure.
Well, and I think some of that, is good because I mean, for so many years, Asian American or Asian American actors have been like really, just shuttled off to the side, and so there has been kind of like a reckoning of some of these issues. Whether you say it's too skewed towards one side now, eventually it'll balance out.
Mm-hmm.
But for so long, it was skewed on the other end. So I mean, like you look at like early Hollywood, they had white people playing Asian characters. Mickey Rooney was in Yellowface. There are all these examples of
Yeah.
Asian characters. They didn't even hire an Asian actor. Um, I could tell you like my ex was an actress, but I guess they like to use actor. Back when I first moved out here to LA, casting calls would list specific ethnicities.
Mm.
So unless it specifically said Asian male, Asian female, 20 to 25, you couldn't go in for an audition, or it was very
Right.
difficult. It was very
Right.
difficult. So because now the pendulum has swung, now there's not a lot of ethnic labels. Now it's just female character 20 to 25. So you at least get the opportunity to go in and audition. Whether you're landing the roles is another separate issue, but at least then the opportunity to be seen is still is a little bit better than before. But for a very long time, when I first moved out in the mid to late 90s, and I would see these casting call sheets, you couldn't go in.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about when you're talking about the movies. Remember when we were in we don't want to use names, but remember we went to visit the set of which Batman movie was that?
Oh, Batman Begins.
In
Right.
Chicago.
No. Yeah, it was Begins. Yeah.
Yeah, it was in Chicago. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and you could only bring Tommy. I mean, Tommy, you could only bring John Paul.
Yeah, it was me and
Onto-
JP.
yeah.
Yeah. We had done some work on the movie, and I was in England working on the movie, and so was JP.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they were in Chicago filming the chase scene stuff, and yeah, we could only bring um yeah, it was like JP and I had clearance to Chris Nolan's wife Emma was said that we could come visit, wondered if we wanted to come down, and then and we had rented a car, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we were
And
trying to.
so it was yeah, it was I'm not gonna say any names. It's okay.
But we were trying to
Yeah.
we're trying to like ditch somebody.
Yeah. There was somebody was hanging around. It was me, Bernard, Sean, and JP.
And Sean,
Yeah,
Sean
there
was
was
in it too, right? Was Sean with Sean? You were with us?
oh yeah, Sean was in
I
the
was there,
back
yeah.
seat. Sean
I
was in the
flew
back
on the
seat.
plane with the girl that's in the movie. Who was that? The love interest was
Katie Holmes.
Okay, yes, she was on my plane. I was like, wondering, what's she doing here? And then you told me, it's like, there's a Batman movie being filmed.
Oh,
Did you sit next to her?
She was in first class, so
She's tall, right?
So-
Is she tall?
she's tall as hell. Yeah, surprisingly.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. What do you think? Anything else we need to do?
no, I think it's good. I think it's good. I think you could darken up a bit around his nose and eyes a little bit more.
Oh,
Now that
okay.
you've
Right. Okay.
done all that stuff behind his head.
Yeah. That's a good point.
But-
So it balances out, right?
Yeah.
It's all about the second half is all about balancing stuff. It's kind of a pain.
Yeah.
So this
But
is.
yes, we're trying to ditch that guy. We're trying to ditch that dude. Should I
completely forgot
tell what
about
we
that.
did?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, so some guy was hanging around.
I hope he's not watching.
He's a super fan, right? I mean, he's,
Yeah,
No,
super
he was a
fan.
cool kid, but we just wanted to hang out. It was just the four of us. I mean, the whole
Yeah.
thing about us going to shows is that we live in different parts of the country. Sean's in New York, Tommy's in North Carolina, JP's in Miami, and I'm in LA. So we get to hang out maybe once or twice during the year, if we were all able to attend the same show. So we had, I think, planned for a while to go to the Chicago Comic-Con, and let's just all hang out. And then go ahead, you take over.
Oh yeah, so I mean, so yeah, this dude was at the convention, and then we went back to then we had plans to go down to the Batman set, and then he just wouldn't leave. He was just like lingering, and then finally, JP and I go back to the room. We're getting ready to head out, and Sean and Bernard come back to the room, and that dude is with them. And I'm like, oh man, and Sean's like, he just won't, take the hint, So, so we go off to so this guy's like, oh, what are you doing? And oh, Tommy and JP are gonna go to the Batman set and whatever, and it's downtown, so it's nowhere around here or anything, because the guy really wants to hang out with us. And then finally he says, oh well, I'm staying with my cousin. She's right downtown, and so can you give me a ride? And it's like, God dang, man, So anyway, eventually I had to pretend to be sick so that we could get rid of him. And yeah, I was pretending. Oh yeah, okay. So you guys were stuck with this guy while JP and I got to hang out on the set.
Right.
And like one of you guys, I think so, Bernard or Sean calls me, and I said, what's up? Did you guys get rid of that guy? Like, no, we can't get rid of him. So I'm like, all right, you guys, when you pick us up, I'm gonna be sick, and then we're gonna say, we have to go back to the hotel, and then we'll just ditch him. So so Sean and Bernard comes and they pick up me and JP, and then that dude is there, and so so JP gets in the front seat, Bernard's driving, I'm in the middle, this dude's on my left, Sean is on the right, in the back seat, And JP's like, "Oh man, that was awesome. There's a helicopter and the Batmobile's running around and all this shit. It was great." And then Bernard goes, "Hey Tommy, you don't look like you're feeling so good." I'm like, "Oh no." And JP goes, "Oh yeah, Tommy's sick."
Well, the thing was that like JP was so excited from being on set that he completely forgot about the plan.
Yeah. So I had to go, "Oh yeah, oh yeah," and I'm like leaning on the seat in front of me and holding my stomach and everything. And JP then tries to improvise, and he's like, "So what? Where's the pain?" And
Where's
I
the
said,
pain?
"Where's the pain? What do you mean? Is it up high, down low?" And I'm like, "I don't know, man. It's just kind of all over. I think we got to go back to the hotel." And then I'm just like, "Oh," and then Bernard's trying to like sell it like, "Oh no, why don't we stop off at this Walmart so you can throw up or something?" And you're really wanting me to like sell it by going out and pretending to throw up. But then I'm like, "No, I'm okay. I'm sorry, guys." And I told that dude next to me, like, "I really want to hang out, man, but we got to get back to the hotel." And you know,
The other thing,
and then you know what's weird is I actually started to feel sick.
right? He did like karma came back and
Yeah. And then, but I could feel Sean laughing, like
right.
his body was shaking, laughing without making any noise, because he was on my right side, and I was trying not to laugh now. And then the guy goes, "Well, let's just go to my cousin's place, and you can come up and use the bathroom." I'm like, "God dang it, man!" I'm like, "No, no, I gotta go." And then was it Bernard, I think, that said, "Well, what floor is your cousin on?" And he goes,
Right.
"Oh, she's on like the 60 whatever floor."
Yeah.
And they said, "Well, that's a problem because Tommy's scared of heights."
Yeah.
And that sounded like the biggest lie of the night, and that was the only true thing of the entire night. Was I get scared in the elevators going into DC Comics and stuff. I get scared in the elevator, but like,
Yeah. Like when you
yeah,
fly,
that
you have
was
to
the
take a
only true
Xanax,
thing.
right?
I got to take a Xanax on the bottom floor.
No, when you fly, you got to take a Xanax.
Yeah, but I got to do it
Yeah.
in an elevator now.
Oh, okay. I mean, the other thing is, I'm in the driver's seat and I'm looking at the rearview mirror, and I see Sean in the rearview mirror, and he's like turned over, and he's like,
Yeah, he's looking out the window.
yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, what did he ask you? I think he asked you. I think JP said on a scale of 1 to 10, what's the pain?
Maybe they definitely asked me where is the pain, which was
Right.
really weird because I was like, "God dang it, man!"
Because that one was like you guys came back and you're like, oh yeah, like JP was like, oh yeah, like almost as
But
if
I was already selling it.
yeah,
I
you were
was like,
selling it. You were yeah, you had the Oscar winning performance going on.
yeah, yeah. And then we finally got rid of the guy, and then we went to Steak and Shake.
Right, it's some hamburger joint, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
because
and we had
everything
a
else
good
was
time.
everything else was closed at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Sean, you don't remember that?
I I remember some of it.
Are
But
you
yeah.
you still in touch with that guy? He's a
No.
cool, he was a cool kid. I mean, he was a cool
Yeah.
kid. Yeah.
I remember he asked me to do a drawing of the question. I had done, the question for with Rick Veach,
Hmm.
and I do this like question drawing for him for free, and I give it to him, and he's like, "Oh man, that's cool," and he folds it in half and tucks it in like a book and puts it in his bag,
Is
and
that
I'm like, "Ah."
is that worse than the time that we hired somebody to get a commission from Sean in San Diego?
Do you remember that, Sean?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
We
Sure.
we told that story on here before, but you can if you want to give your version of it.
I just remember, yeah, we just grabbed a stranger. We grabbed because Sean was really booked up at San Diego. Like, you know, and we knew that he didn't have time to do any more. But Sean is so nice that he would do it if the guy was like a really big fan and asked him. Like, so we basically told this dude, like, we had never met, like, can you go over there? And he's gonna say no. Sean's gonna say he's too busy, but he's just telling him you've been looking for him the whole convention. You finally found him. This is your last $50 or whatever it was, and just do like a Wolverine headshot, you know, something just real quick. And sure enough, Sean agreed to do it. That guy really sold it. And then the guy came back, and he did the other thing we instructed him to do. As we all had our cameras ready.
We were like hiding on the side of the.
You know, at some point during the drawing, I think he was starting to have second thoughts because he saw that it was taking me a while because I don't draw that quickly, and he's like, just want to remind me, like, oh, you know, just something really quick, like, you know, I don't really care.
Oh,
But
really?
which is really weird because he really wanted the drawing that bad, but then he also was encouraging me to do it quickly because I think it was going on for too long.
Oh, he was feeling bad.
Yeah.
He was the one person that felt bad about that whole thing. Besides you.
Yeah, I think I felt pretty bad.
You made the money though, Sean.
Yeah, you still got the money.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I had money. I didn't
so what
know.
happened was, so if anybody hasn't heard the ending, is that the guy looked at the drawing, acted like he was disgusted by it, and then tore it in half and then walked away.
I mean, I think that prank was based off of the folding of the artwork.
Oh yeah, it might have been.
Right? Because it was after the folding of the artwork. So I remember, like, you know, part of it was that just sometimes it's kind of weird how people treat art.
That actually would have even been just as good as if he just like didn't tear it up. He just folded it into like 4
put it in his back pocket.
Yeah.
We should have done that. That's better. Yeah, because, you know, tearing it is like maybe a little too much.
All right, we'll do it. We'll do the
okay. Sorry, Sean.
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah, I think next time, or he makes one of those things where you fold it out and then you select, you know, like a number, and then you open it. And
Cookie catcher.
Yeah, cookie catcher.
Oh man. Yeah.
Well, I used to put all my homework in my pocket when I was a kid. Like I didn't organize it at all. So I just like would stick it in my pockets, and then when I was in like 3rd grade, 2nd grade, I did a drawing of these 2 guys like shooting each other, and they were both yelling at one guy was saying like F you, you son of a bitch asshole or something, and the other guy was, you know, said like, oh, you know, whatever, some kind of other swear words, right?
Right.
And I put it all in my pocket with all my homework, and when I got home I just dumped all that shit out onto the sofa or whatever. But I was across the street at my friend's house, and I heard from across the street, and I was like, oh my god, my mom found that drawing. That was the worst. But of course I lied though, because that's all I ever did was walking just across the street, I came up with a story, and it was that these kids were on the bus and they were throwing this paper, and I was so annoyed by it, I just put it in my pocket. I had no idea what it was.
Did she buy it?
And that's it. No, she made me go, and she wanted to see how far I would take it, so she took me to the principal's office.
Oh, wow.
And she said, you tell him what you told me. And I had to keep the lie going, and she wanted to see how far I would go.
And they signed your name on it too?
No, but the thing is, and the principal was like, doesn't your son like to draw? And does this look like your son's drawings? And I'm like, nah, I hate drawing. You know,
I can't draw that good.
Yeah. And I took it to the limit. Yeah, I never broke.
So what happened? So
they just dropped it. They couldn't break me. They had to drop it.
Unbreakable.
Yeah. That's like there was a time when I was out late at night and my dad was out looking for us. But I didn't know it was my dad. I thought it was another guy that we had like a war going with, and I was 16. So I took off in my car, and he was chasing me out through neighborhoods and all this
Oh
shit.
wow.
And I finally outran him, and finally got home. And my dad was just sitting there in the park in the driveway, and it was him chasing us the whole time.
Oh jeez. Wow.
And I was like, that must have been some other red Chevette. And I wouldn't break, man. Never break.
All right.
That's when my brother Corey got cool. He stuck with the lie. He was with us and he stuck with it.
Wow. How is Corey doing?
Not so great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's in San Diego now. He's been
Oh.
there for a couple years.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. My
Yeah,
stomach is.
Oh shit. So what is this thing you have on the screen? The
Okay.
wheel thing.
So this is the wheel. This is all these slices are people that have been watching on the stream or have showed up consecutively. Each time you show up, you get a slice, or you get one, and then your slice grows in size in each consecutive stream that you show up. So
that's cool.
some people are up to like 20 something. Some people are like 2 or 3, or 1. If you are a subscriber, if you're my intestines, sorry, it's being processed.
You haven't farted all stream.
Oh, no, I farted once.
Sounded
If I
deadly.
fart, I would burn a hole in my chair right now.
That was a good suggestion, the darken in the eyes. I think it really rebalanced it. I think it
Yeah.
looks great now.
Yeah,
actually.
sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
look at it. Tommy
Good
with
art
the,
directing.
yeah, good art directing. Look at that. Really balanced it out.
This wheel used to have 7 names on it.
And
How
now,
many are on it now?
got like 40.
Oh, cool.
So if you're if you so if you show up for like 2 or 3 let's say 2 streams, then you get your size
get
is
it.
2, you get 3, 4. If you miss a stream, you go back down to 1, but the next time you still have a chance to win. And actually, a lot of times people with just one slice wins. It's not just it's not the largest slice. However, if you're a subscriber, the size of your slice remains the same each time. I mean, it don't go back down to 1 unless you win. So if you're if you've been here for like 15 and then you miss 1, it stays at 15 the next time you come back, and it goes up to 16.
Okay.
And then sometimes we give away like stuff that's to subscribers only. Like Sean gave away his Baby Yoda to subscriber only. So, but
So this wheel process takes about an hour.
we're almost
No.
there. Okay. Did you hear that?
I thought like the show was over, but
It is.
I know.
not this.
That's just wishful thinking.
So I'm gonna do a quick roll call, and then if you're here, just call out or type something. If you're
Man, I got
new,
a hand coming out of there.
actually make sure you guys hit the follow button. That's down here somewhere. Make sure if you're just watching, make sure you hit the follow button, so you know when we'll be on next. What did Make Havoc say? What's so disgusting? Did you guys hear the fart? Oof. I mean, the smell is the fart smell spicy. All right, so okay. Yoji, Mr. Joshua, Sean Chen, Beavis, and Butthead. My 2 birds are qualified to win as well. Although they're probably asleep. It's 10 o'clock. If Beavis and Butthead wins this sketch, then this sketch goes into the lining of their birdcage, and they poop on it. So.
And then will you share the
Oh,
video of that
I'll
with
show
us?
you. Yeah. Let's see. Crispy Papa's here. Way's here. Crispy Egg Rolls here. LeBron James, who's Make Havoc. Barry. I don't remember seeing Barry. Did you guys see Barry today? I haven't done a good job of checking on the chat. Golf Boy Sunday's here. C Jing's here. Long Woo's here.
I'm gonna change my name to White Powder Ma.
white powder. A to the J. I think A to the J was here earlier. Matthew Crossart, I saw him. Poop Kid. Was Poop Kid here today? Or Fecal Lad? Or what was the other name? Dung Dude?
Excrement fellow.
Excrement Fellow. Dung. Tommy, can you, do you have another name for Poop Kid? What would we call Poop Kid?
Caca Boy.
Caca
There
Boy.
you go.
Okay.
Caca Boy.
B Dub is here. Wildstorm. Did Wildstorm? We see Wildstorm today? Anybody want to vouch for Wildstorm? I don't remember seeing Wildstorm. I mean, he's a sub, so.
Do you have snow over there, Tommy? On the ground?
No. It like snowed some a little bit up west in the mountains.
So when it does snow, are you kind of like screwed because are you like landlocked or something like that?
No, it's not that bad. It like hardly ever. It might snow once or twice a year. You know, like
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's not bad in central North Carolina. I mean, the only problem is that when it does, you know, like compared to where I grew up in Michigan, it's like nothing. But down here, like everybody loses their minds and starts driving into trees and everything. You know, nobody knows how to handle it.
Are you in like a hurricane zone? North Carolina.
No, I mean they can come in here. Like right after we moved here in '96, we had a hurricane. It was like the worst one, and we haven't had one that bad since. But of course, like right when we moved here, we had like 15 trees go down, and
You're like
no,
too
it
far
was-
inland, right? For any of that to.
Yeah, I mean that's what I thought until that one came. But yeah, no, we're pretty good. We're pretty good here. Yeah, this
So
is
are
like
you-
Raleigh Durham area.
In a red state area?
Oh, shit.
Because I
The-
mean, you've gotten very like I never knew this, but watching your social media stuff, you've gotten very political. I almost didn't recognize your feed.
Yeah, my Twitter feed is like me venting a lot. But yeah, there's like my county and other county, like you know, it's like most places, like Durham County, where the cities are, where there's like more diversity that goes blue, and then where I live, like near my house, it's like just crap loads of Trump signs and everything, so it's just so, but mostly, like I know like one guy that I'm friendly with that is a Trump voter, but he's old and doesn't know any better, so that's fine.
Okay. Look at all these poop kid names here.
Yeah. By the way, I just realized that this complete nutrition vanilla shake thing expired last month, November 6th, 2020.
That's awesome.
Toxic combo. This is like you're like a human guinea pig now.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. There's magic. Well, I might not even need to take the vaccine. I might be immune already. I mean, there's enough probiotics that's happening in my stomach that, any coronavirus wants to get in my stomach, is going to be defeated. All right, let me get back to the names real quick. Wildstorm's not here. Shoe Thief is here. Haza's not here. Is Haza here? I don't think Haza's here. James Quo. I saw James Quo. Kevin P. Too Woke to Tokes here. I don't remember seeing Domo. He might be streaming right now. Which reminds me, Sean, afterwards we need to we need to rate somebody.
Okay. Domo streaming, yeah.
Patrick West. I hope you're doing your homework, Patrick West. D. Rogers. Congratulations, D. Rogers. But I've withstood the one chip challenge. We'll see about tomorrow. Jerry was here. Sue Lee. I don't think we saw Sue Lee. What's up with Sue Lee?
Sister streamer hasn't been around in a long time.
Yeah, what's up with that? Cool Hand Luke. I think we saw Cool Hand Luke earlier. Isaac. I owe Isaac a talk like Schnarf, or well, let me do that now. I can talk like Twinkie.
I didn't know I was. I thought you were working on the wheel. I was talking to Tommy, but I didn't know I was holding up the process.
Oh no, I gotta call everybody out. So, That's all right. I'm almost done. Snarf head.
Remember
Tommy.
in Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, and then he break the deal, face the wheel,
Yeah.
and you
I
spin the
didn't
wheel.
know what half of the things on that wheel. I didn't know what because they say things like gulag and like what is that?
Well, Gulag is the one he actually lands on, and that's the
Yeah.
one where he has to sit backwards on a horse with a big fake head on him
Yes.
and
So,
go out into the desert.
because of course everyone knows that's what gulag means.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me just jump to the end. Let's see. Hello, hey Bobby K. All right, I got you on here. Hey Bobby. Anybody new today want a slice? I'm gonna give Tommy a new slice.
Mm.
Wow.
Alright.
What if this was someone's first show? They.
Yeah. Anybody new want a slice? Just type something in the chat. I think
If
everybody.
you're new, I'm sorry.
I've checked off everybody. Anybody new wants a slice? Please speak up now. Type something in the chat. I'll get beef skeleton. Make sure I get beef skeleton back in here. Tommy, what's your favorite color?
Orange.
Okay. All right. I'm giving you an orange slice.
Yeah, you have those orange sneakers and orange jacket.
Is Mike here? Mike? Anybody
Orange
else
tunic
new?
on my avatar.
Oh yes.
Blues Boy, Cool Hand Luke. Anybody else new that's watching today? Would you like a slice? Speak now or forever hold your truth or peace. All right, I'm going to work on the size of the slice now. We got to come up with a more efficient tool. I saw this game called
Yes.
Marbles.
You mean the marbles game?
Do you know what I'm talking about?
You draw a circle on the ground, get a bunch of 7-year-olds together.
It's called Jacks.
There's a online game called Marbles something, and everybody, it's similar to the wheel except it's like a whole marble race through a maze, and then whoever wins at the end wins. So anyways, I'm talking like Snarf now. Yojimbo's here. Snarf. Yojimbo has 20 plus 4 plus 5. 25. Congratulations. Mr. Joshua. Snarf. 3 to 4. Sean Chen 1. Sean, maybe I'll give Sean 2. Beavis Butthead. Crispy Papa. Snarf. Snarf. Crispy Papa 3 to 4. Way High 3 to 4. Snarf. Crispy Egg Roll 1 to 2. Snarf. LeBron James 16 to 17. Snarf. Barry's at 5. Snarf. Golf Boy is at 20. 22 plus 1, 23. Snarf.
The snarf thing is for 2 minutes only.
Has it been 2 minutes already?
It feels like it.
All right. I'll leave the snarf up. C Jing 5 to 6. Long Wu 4 to 5. 8 to the J 10 to 12, 10 to 11. Matthew Crossart 2 to 3. Poop Kid. Was Fecal Lad here? Did we establish that Fecal Lad was not present today? What was the other one? There was Little Defecator. That was pretty good. B Dub 1 to 2. Oh no, B Dub just won last time. Wildstorm at 20. Shoe Thief 18, 19. Haza stays 1. James Quo is at 20 plus 4, 25. James Quo is at 25. Jerry's at 9 to 10. Cool Hand Luke 8 to 9. Isaac 3 to 4. Let's do this. Did we see? Oh no, Pandemos. I don't think we saw Let's Do This today. Pandemos 14, 15. Frogman. When was the last time Frogman won? I think Frogman won recently. Stays at 1. J13 Kim 1 to 2. Oh, is J13 Kim here today? We haven't seen her in a while. Anybody want to vouch for J13 Kim?
Guess not.
Okay. All right. Roy Batty, 1718. Jay Dang, 4 to 5. Bane Wrecker. Was Bane Wrecker here? I don't remember seeing. He was streaming earlier. Jim Cheung. Is Jim Cheung here? Jim Cheung sometimes lurks.
He's lurking.
Yeah, sometimes he lurks, and then
Either that, or he's on a hot date.
that's true. That's true. Jim has been quite the ladies' man. He should write a book, the Pandemic Guide to Dating.
Although he's such a fan, he probably lurks while on the hot date.
He said he wanted to win the other sketch the other day, the Dazzler.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was good.
Oh,
So-
damn. Hold on a second. Did you hear that?
What are we holding on for?
You didn't hear that?
Oh, I heard that.
Whew.
See, your butt is like a couple feet away from the microphone. You can still hear it.
Well, I can tilt the microphone down when I do that.
You need a fire extinguisher?
Yeah, I do. I got one at Costco the other day.
Okay.
Just for tonight.
Just for tonight.
See, Tommy, isn't this more fun than those Sean Crystal streams that you would do?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't Sean Crystal make you draw? You have to draw on his show, right?
Yeah, we
And-
do. We draw and we talk about like serious stuff.
Yeah, serious stuff. I mean, like, because you have like Klaus Janson on there, and
Yeah, you're right. I didn't know you knew that.
I watched those. They're great. I learned a lot.
Oh, cool.
But-
yeah, they're really fun. We were gonna do one today earlier, but Sean came down with the flu, and of course we're all like, "Oh my god, I hope it's just the flu," you know. But it's usually me and Sean and Jim Mahfood and Troy Nixie.
Okay, and then you always have like a little bit of a connectivity problem, though. Is that still the case, or?
And it's gotten better now. We finally out in the sticks where I live. I finally got like right now.
Yeah, it's
doing-
great now. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, we almost didn't ask you because I said like, oh, he's not going to do it. Just technology-wise,
Yeah.
it's not possible.
We finally we got fiber cable here now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, but that's just I had DSL, phone internet was the only thing we had.
All right.
Cool.
And it just sucked.
I have.
So in the studio now, I got like an extender, like a Wi-Fi extender, and so I can do it out there too.
Oh, okay.
'Cause the studio's about like 30 yards behind the house.
Wow. How'd you end up with that deal? Who died and left you this place?
That's one of the reasons I moved to North Carolina. But man, stuff's going up in value now.
That's great.
Yeah. We thought about moving actually recently. Lissa and her husband Bodie, they offered to sell us.
Oh wait, she married Bodie?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh wow. Okay.
yeah. Yeah, they've got her and Bodie's dad passed away like a couple of years ago, and he offered to sell off a couple acres to us, and
Wow.
we'd be like way closer to civilization, but I don't know, man. It's hard to beat where we are now, even though we're way out in the middle of nowhere. It's, I'd never, I mean, it'd be hard to build another studio separate from the house and all that kind of stuff,
Wow.
And I'm
So-
liking where I am because I get to go to the garage, all the time and work with my buddy Diaz and stuff down there.
What's Jim Cheung doing on the wheel?
Hello. Good evening, folks.
This is delaying the wheel.
Matthew Crossart had redeemed a go full green screen earlier.
You need your glasses.
Hello.
This is so
Good
creepy.
evening, folks. I've already gone ahead
It's
and added
Cockney accent.
everybody. This is more of an Australian accent. I still have to work on my more British accent.
He's a chimney sweep.
The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plains.
He's a beetle now.
So I'm right now I'm adding in the what kind of accent is this? I have no idea. I'm adding in all the subs from today, giving everybody an extra slice who subbed today. So, bear with
What's the
me.
guy's name? Paul Hogan.
Oh yeah, Crocodile Dundee.
So Crocodile Dundee was trying to be English.
Oh, Jim Cheung, you got Jim Cheung to come in.
Oh, Jim's in.
Yes,
We pulled him out from the. There we go.
that's what it takes. You gotta drag him into the dirt. Drag him through the dirt, and he comes out.
Oh, look,
defend himself.
I finally showed up, mate. Cheers.
So Tommy, you know Jim Cheung, right?
Yeah, is he English?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
I'm from the UK, mate. We call ourselves Brits.
Is he an Englander?
Oh, he's Bernard's next door neighbor now.
Yeah.
He lives right down. He lives a block away. Okay, I'm almost done with the subs. Let me focus.
Yeah, please.
Right? I mean, we're gonna end this in record time, under 3 hours.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Tom. Believe it or not, you're on one of the short.
Yeah. And we haven't even had that many technical difficulties today. I mean, the technical difficulty was in the beginning to start.
Yeah, the first hour was like, can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
And then I have to restart and then delete that so we look more professional. Where's Al Capone? Al Capone was here earlier. He might have left.
I'm doing all my old man stuff right now. I'm sitting at the kitchen table taking my meds.
Oh.
Oh, you can't do that on stream. Long Wu says you can't be taking any vitamins or medications on stream.
Really?
So just say you're eating gummy bears.
Yeah.
They're not that kind of meds. They're eye drops. I have chronic dry eye.
Oh, that's blepharitis or something?
That can or cannot come with it. Yeah, blepharitis is like a swelling around the eyes. So yeah, I've got that which comes from the dry eye, which is then exacerbated by the blepharitis.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been about a few years of dealing with this. I have this prescription that I gotta do these eye drops twice a day, and otherwise I can't. Like, remember how you could like stay up and work all night and shit? You know, like
Yeah. You can't
Yeah,
do
I have
that?
that problem. I have that. After a certain, I can't see any out of my eyes anymore after a lot of time.
That's it's because they get so dry.
So it's scary. If I don't get enough sleep, I have to stop drawing. So I have eye drops, and there's eye drops that are really cheap. They're just saline, and then there's some eye drops that are $5. So I bought the $25 one, thinking that it's not much more than just saline. So I use that.
Yeah, there's one called TheraTears that does a good job.
Yes. Do you ever use do you have floaters in your eyes?
No. No.
You don't know what that is? Floaters?
I do. I just thought you were talking about different floaters. But
okay.
I don't have those.
Yeah, what Bernard describes is kind of scary because you said you see a permanent exclamation point.
Yeah, it's like right here.
Oh, that's so scary.
And whenever my eye moves, it's like it moves with it, right?
Oh yeah.
That's some scary stuff. I mean, that's your eyes.
Scarlet has like a little it's like an empty pixel, like a
Yeah. That's
a blind spot.
Yeah, that's a floater, like a black dot.
it's the same kind of thing. Yeah, and it's always there.
Yeah, it's always there.
And so she went and got checked out because that could mean something, and the ophthalmologist said she's fine. So
well, it only means something like it's normal, right? Usually it's like when you get older you have that, but if you the when it happens is like you see like a flash of bright light, and that means like the retina is detaching from the
Oh God,
eyeball
your retina is
or
detaching.
something, right? Something's detaching, and
Ugh.
And this is the last thing you'll ever see.
well, what happens is for some people, like there'll be like if it keeps flashing, that means then it's like completely tearing apart. At that point, you got to go to the emergency room right away. Otherwise, you go
Oh
blind.
my God.
Good God.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done updating everybody. I know I haven't called anybody else names out, but I've gone in and added all the subs. Thank everybody for the subs. Thank you for your support for the stream. You know everything that. Been very appreciative of everybody. You know, very appreciative of Tommy for coming on today, and sharing the last. Oh, it's almost 3 hours. Yeah, well, got another 10 seconds, 20 seconds left.
Well, I'm liking this because I miss you guys.
Well, yeah, I
Oh,
miss you too.
yeah. Well, then we should try to get the same convention again.
Well, Tommy, you should come back. I mean, come back and chat. We do this at least once a week.
Yeah.
You can come by any time,
Yeah.
right? You can drop by. You'll leave his name in Discord, and you just pop in, and then
Yeah.
if you hear us talking shit about you, you just
Yeah.
come in and set the record straight.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave your thing open on
It's called a
Discord.
Jim Cheung.
Yeah. Jim's on a hot day right now. He has 2 hot chicks, 1 on each arm.
Blimey.
And I want to thank everybody for watching and supporting the stream. I hope everybody is, as 2020 nears its end, I think we got one more show, at least 1 or 2 more shows before the end of the year. I got some stuff to give away. I haven't mailed out anything yet, so from the last couple of streams. So just be patient. Lurky Lurk, I'll try to get your... I owe Lurky Lurk 2 t-shirts and an old CD player. Do you know what a CD player is? I have like a Walkman CD player. So let me pull that shit up. Hold on.
You have a Walkman Laserdisc player? Those things those are huge.
Someday we'll do a tour of my studio and I can walk everyone through my Laserdisc collection.
Oh, wow. Can you still get stuff on Laserdisc, or is that all just antiquated?
No, that's just old stuff.
So when your player breaks, then you're kind of screwed, right?
Yeah, one of them broke. I picked up another one. Like, actually, speaking of Jesse Bredenka, he sent me one of the ones that I went through, because he was like, "I'm getting rid of this," and that was like 20 years ago, and I'm still,
One of these things, like one of this bad boy's still in its plastic case.
Oh wow! Yeah.
It comes with
I used to have one
headphones.
of those.
Yeah, I think the styrofoam headphone, it's probably degraded by now. It's probably like you put it on, it just turns into dust.
It just turns to dust, yeah.
So this is Lurky
That's what
Lurks.
those chips are made out of.
Yeah. No, that's true. Okay. All right. You got anything you want to say, Sean, before we spin the wheel? Because then...
tomorrow, Batman Beyond 50, the final issue.
Oh, that's
I
right.
drew it.
Actually,
so,
I think
yeah.
it came out today. Don't DC Comics come out Tuesdays?
Yeah. So yeah, you can get it now, and then.
I thought comics came out on Wednesday.
DC Comics
where have
on
you
Tuesdays
been?
now.
Yes. The whole landscape of comics changed. Everything's different now. It's a whole new world.
Really?
So adapt or die. But you're doing fine with AWA. But yeah, everything's upside down. And politics have destroyed everything.
My last issue comes out today also, or Wednesday, whatever, of Grendel, Kentucky, the finale.
Well, we have to also, on Discord, we need a cast. We're going to do a reading of a scene from Batman Beyond number 50. So, Sean, did you pick out the scene yet? Did you pick out the scene?
I don't know. I'd rather not be involved with this. I mean,
you got to pick out the scene. I was going to do it today, but the book just came out today, so I don't think, give people some time to maybe go to the store and buy it. Otherwise, we'll upload a scene, but you got to pick it onto the Discord.
The Terry McGinnis death scene?
Yeah, well, something. I mean, I think Wonder Woman shows up. Maybe we'll do that scene. I don't know. Bruce Wayne, old man Bruce. Is it Wonder Woman of the future or a current Wonder Woman shows up?
Well, she's immortal, right? She doesn't age.
Oh, she doesn't?
Yeah, that's why, you know, Wonder Woman 1984 and 1940, whatever.
Well, that's in the movies.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I just draw the shit.
You're getting on us for not reading the X-Men books. Okay, as everybody knows, in tradition, it's time for a poll.
Oh, no. Okay.
So we're going to do a quick poll. Where is the manage poll? Here we go. Manage poll. Practice spin or no practice spin?
Who's this yokai artist? That is that a regular?
Who?
Yokai artist just said hi to everyone.
Hi, Yokai. How are you doing?
Is that
I don't remember seeing him before.
was that somebody new? Are you a kid, yokai artist?
Is he what?
I was asking if he's a kid.
Oh. Okay, so look, practice spin, no practice spin. We'll do a 1-minute poll real quick. Because you see right now, Tommy, like the wheel is set right now to, I don't know, somebody.
Oh, I stopped watching like a long time ago.
Okay. All right.
No, dude.
Starting poll. Let's view the results of the poll. Let's see. That way, if there is a practice spin, it'll reset the wheel, give somebody, if you're close to where the thing is, it'll give those people a better chance of winning. Right now, it's 85% to 15% yes for the practice spin. We got maybe about 35 seconds left in the poll.
Oh, that's yokai's on Crease. That's where I know them
okay.
from. And apparently is a lady.
Is Crease Art still on? Yokai, make sure you hit that follow button so that you know where is it.
Crease is streaming again.
Is he streaming right now? He's been streaming like all
Not
different
now.
hours. He was on like at noon today or something like that.
Yeah.
That guy's crazy. Oh, Yokai's been following you a month. Awesome. Thank you, Yokai. All right, we're about less than 10 seconds left. It's almost a 50-50, 57-43. And that's it. So, yes, practice spin. 58% to 42. 186 votes to 133 votes. All right.
Wow. 140 channel points.
Do we need to recount this? What did make happen? Oh, my stomach is not feeling good.
It's like Monty Python, Holy Grail.
My stomach is not
I'll
feeling
have
good.
a lot.
All right, practice spin. All right, okay. Oh, my stomach is not feeling good. Okay. Practice spin. You have to be here to win. All right. D. Rogers. So that was Domo. I don't think Domo's on here. Okay, this spin counts. You got to be here to win. Oh man, my stomach is not feeling good at all. Oh, but then I look at the screen; it's like so clear. Like wow. Okay, here we go. Spin wheel. Good luck. Oh, Jamie Odell. Jamie Odell. Is Jamie here? Can you see that? That says Jamie Odell, right?
Yeah, that's Jamie.
Jamie
Oh, he's
Odell.
here.
There you
He's
go. Congratulations, Jamie Odell. Happy holidays.
And so no mercy.
People are still saying no mercy?
He's here. They're saying he waited just a little bit too long, so you should spin again.
Oh. All right, well, this is Jamie Odell. All right, let me write this down because otherwise I have to rewatch it.
Yeah, you don't want to rewatch this.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Stay safe. Enjoy the holidays. Merry Christmas.
Indeed. Happy holidays and everything.
Does Tommy know the story about Happy Holidays? You got to come back next time, Tommy.
Okay. Like Like it's just like an old like wise tale
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of thing.
yeah, yeah. There's a
Wise.
reason why. Like usually we say goodbye, but instead of saying goodbye, we say happy holidays. Although like
Okay.
right now it is the holidays, but even without it being holidays, you still say happy holidays.
Oh, cool.
All right. Oh, let's go
Hey,
rate somebody.
hey, can I put a photo of you and Jerry on Discord?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how to
Well,
do it.
Discord is just like a messaging app. So in the bottom of the general, go to the upper general page. There's a general, and then there's an artwork page. You can do general,
Okay.
and then there's a thing to type the chat.
You just hit the plus sign, and then
Yeah.
it'll add something into the field.
If you
Okay.
guys want to join the Discord, let me add that. Let's raid. Who should we raid? Aurora's on, or Domo. Who wants to? Jamie Odell. Since you won, who should we raid? What's up, Pever Gill? Good to see you again. Jamie Odell gets to pick since he won. Jamie Odell wants to raid Domo. Okay. All right, let's raid Domo. Tommy, did you put up the thing on the Discord?
No, because I'm.
Is it like a nude picture of the two of us?
No, I'm figuring it out. Okay, I see. Oh, there's a whole bunch of people have been posting art. I didn't even see this yet,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
I'm glad
Yo Jimbo posts a lot of like articles and stuff.
Yeah.
And then everybody posts this week's Battle of the Sketches. Make sure you post up your Battle of the Sketches. What version of the Colossus is this? Age of Apocalypse?
Yep. So tomorrow we're gonna blast with a lot of Age of Apocalypse stuff. So it's gonna be great.
Okay, all right. We're going to go raid Domo. Thanks, everybody. See you soon.
All right,
Thanks
here.
a lot. Happy
Okay,
holidays.
I just put the picture up, by the way. So if you guys want to see a picture of Bernard and Jerry from.
I don't see it.
Let's
Oh,
see.
there it is. Okay. That's from inside of the San Diego booth that we had.
Yeah, that's from 2011.
Wow.
Wow, 2011.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, man. I've got a lot of old stuff on this computer.
Okay, let's raid now. All right. Good night.
All right, see you guys.
Good night, everyone.
Okay, bye.
Oh. Man, my stomach is like.
Is it
Holy
done?
Shit. Yeah.
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 Are we off? I mean, you can never really tell if
Wait,
you're
wait,
off.
hold on, hold
because-
on, hold on.